Hi students, welcome to Vedantu J English. I'm Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher. So everybody let me know in the chat box if I am clearly visible and audible to all of you or not. And let us start our BITSAT mock test starting with chemistry, then followed by mathematics and then physics. Right? So everybody let us start the session. Are you all ready? Right? So for the mock test, what is the condition? You should have pen, you should have your notebook with you so that you can also solve it along with me. Right, students? Okay. Shall I start? Everybody, shall I start? Yes. Okay. Shall. Let us start the session. Let us start the session. Yes. Let us start the session. Ready, ma'am? Let us start. The first question of chemistry. So, firstly, we are going to discuss the questions of chemistry, right? So, you can see the first question on your screen is the potential of Daniel cell was reported by Buckbee, Serdial, and Meads as this. Okay, so this was the potential of the cell that was given to you, right? Where T is the temperature in degrees Celsius, calculate delta S for the cell reaction at 25 degrees Celsius, right? This is a very interesting question. Can you tell me why? Because apart from the general formulas, some new formula of entropy we are going to apply here. And the formula is delta S is equals to NF dE by dt, and here T differentiation is with respect to the temperature at constant pressure, right? So if you see this here, they are telling you that it is at constant pressure only. You have to differentiate this thing, right? When you differentiate dE by dt, that will become, this is the constant, guys, this is the constant, so this will become 0, right? This is T, dt by dt is equals to 1, and this constant will come outside the bracket, so it will be minus 0.641 into 10 raised per minus 3. What about this one? This will be, this is nothing but d by dt of 0.72 into 10 raised per minus 5 t square. This constant will come outside the bracket, so it will be d by dt, right? And this will come outside the bracket, 272 into 10 raised per minus 5, right? This will become 2t. 2 will come in the front, and t, 2 minus 1, that will become 1. Okay, differentiation you all are expert in, you all are mathematics students, right? So this will become this constant 2 into t, right? So I can just write it here, plus 0.72 into 10 raised per minus 5 into 2t. That will become the answer for dE by dt, right? Once you have solved dE by dt, now let me know in the chat box what is the n factor here. N factor, we know that here what is happening. Zn is getting converted to Zn2 positive. Cu2 positive is getting converted to Cu. So n factor is going to be 2 here. N factor is going to be 2 here. And F is Faraday's, that is the constant, that is going to be 96500. So we can just put all these values. N factor is 2, Faraday value, and dE by dt we have put it here. Now temperature is given to you that it is going to be 25 degrees Celsius, that means 298 Kelvin, right? So you will put your temperature here, right? Wait a minute, after putting the temperature T, that is 298 Kelvin, right? This is the value that you will get, and after solving you will have your answer. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everybody or not? Right? Okay. Yes, students, and one very important thing, here units are given you EU, these units are given. And here they have given one entropy unit is equals to 1 joule per Kelvin. So when you solve your entropy in joule per Kelvin, that is only entropy unit. Okay? Understood? Right? Yes. Now, next question, everybody, next question is, the conductivity of 0.1 molar solution of weak monoprotic acid. Now, first thing is they are talking about weak acid, then they are talking about monoprotic acid. is 2.19 into this. Limiting molar conductivity is given to be this. This is the limiting molar conductivity, that is molar conductivity at infinite dilution. If the dissociation constant of acid is this, what is the value of Y? See, simple thing is dissociation constant for a monoprotic acid is equals to C alpha square, right? Now this C is given to you. Alpha, we have no idea what is that, but we know that alpha is equals to concentration, molar conductivity at C concentration divided by molar conductivity at infinite concentration. So if you see this here, this molar conductivity at infinite conductance is given to you. You have to calculate the value of molar conductivity at C concentration. For that, the conductivity kappa is given to you. This is kappa. Conductivity kappa is given to you. Now, bacha, we also know one more thing, that molar conductivity at any concentration is equals to 1000 into kappa divided by molarity, right? 1000 into kappa divided by molarity, but the units are very important in this case. Now, students, if the units are in centimeter per centimeter, conductivity units are in per centimeter, or they are in per meter, according to that your formula will vary, right? So here the units are in per centimeter, so formula will remain the same. But if the units are, let's say, in per meter, then the formula will become kappa by 1000 into molarity. Okay? Then the formula will become kappa by 1000 into molarity. Is that clear? Okay, students, is that clear? Yes. Okay, don't worry, I'll tell you that in the end of the session. Okay, when we will complete all the questions, I'll tell you the top 10 chapters as well. Okay, yes. So that is kappa into 1000 into molarity. But here it is kappa into 1000 by molarity. Now this kappa is given to you, molarity is given to you. You can easily find the value of molar conductivity at concentration C. Then you can find out the value of alpha by putting this value at concentration C divided by molar conductivity or limiting molar conductivity that is given to you in the question. Alpha you calculated, then we know that 1 minus alpha is approximately equal to 1 only. So you can take it 1 also. You can directly put C alpha square and approximately you will have your answer. Wait a minute. And approximately you will have your answer here. Is that clear to everybody or not? Students, is that clear? Okay. So approximate value you will get here because they are asking you the Y value. So you have to answer it in the digits of 10 raised to minus 6. According to that, you will answer the value of Y. Okay. Next question, students, on your screen we have. When aqueous sodium hydroxide is added to an aqueous solution of chromium. Now, if you can see, they are playing with the colors. Now, can you tell me from which chapter this question is from? Anybody, from which chapter this question is from? Let us see. If you remember your NCERT, this is directly from the NCERT. When aqueous sodium hydroxide is heated, is added to an aqueous solution of chromium 3 positive ions, a green-blue precipitate is first formed, which redissolve to give green solution, the green colored solution. This is what they are asking you. What is this green colored solution? So now we can get an idea that yes, DNF block, right? So we can get an idea green solution they are talking about. That means they are talking about the reactions of K2Cr2O7. So let us see the reactions of K2Cr2O7. If you know that, first thing is they are talking about that when aqueous sodium hydroxide is added to aqueous solution of chromium 3 positive. That means you are adding it. Now, bacha, this thing you should know that first is, this is the chromite ore. This is just a revision I am doing. This is chromite ore. From there, on adding sodium carbonate, you have the formation of chromate solution, right? Then after that, you have the formation of dichromate solution, right? Till here we have our answer. After that, you will have potassium dichromate also when you add K positive, right? These are the reactions that we already know. Now they are saying that you have Cr3 positive, you are adding it to NaOH, right? So when you have Cr3 positive, we are adding it to NaOH, something like this will be formed, right? Because we are adding, first thing is we have aqueous solution of Cr3 positive. So aqueous solution will be something like this, okay? Aqueous solution means you will have water as ligands, right? And that will be in the 3 positive state. So here we can see that x plus 0 is equals to 3 positive. It is in the 3 positive state, right? When you add base, when you add NaOH, right? OH negative is going to attack on that ion, right? So when it reacted here, what will happen? You will have the alteration in the coordination compound, right? What you will have here, 3 of OH, 3 OH, right, will participate as ligands and you will have H2O3 and OH3. This gives a green-blue precipitate, right? As you can see in the question, they have given you a green-blue precipitate is formed. And what is that green-blue precipitate? This is that green-blue precipitates. Okay. Now, the precipitate will redissolve. Now, we are saying it will redissolve in which thing? Now, as you can see, in the first form is redissolved to give green solution, right? Now, this is a very important point, right? If you can see this, this is the compound that is bluish green PPT which has, it is going to redissolve and it is going to give you CrOH4 negative, right? This will give green color. How? Let us see. Basically, let's say you have sodium dichromate in the solution, right? After that, when you add H positive and H2O2, then you will have the formation of CrO5. This is the further reaction. Okay, this is the further reaction. Now, if you see this here, they are asking you, wait a minute. Till here, I think, after that, they are talking about some other question. In XYZ, all oxidation state of Cr. I think we have solved the question till here only, right? We have solved the question till here only. This is the green color solution. We don't need to do this, right, for the question, but we can do this just for, like, what if some other question they ask you regarding this. But for this particular question, we don't need that, right? So answer is going to be CrOH4 negative. That is going to be the answer here. Further reactions, definitely you should remember. This is the preparatory step of sodium dichromate. Then you add H positive, it will form CrO5 also, right? And now they have just given you that CrO5 is blue, CrO5, then Cr3 positive is green color, right? That will be given here, right? Then if you have Na2Cr2O7 with H2SO4, that will give you CrO3, that is orange color solution. This reactions you can go through because they can ask you based on these different reactions here, right? Okay, but till now our answer is this one. We only need to discuss that here you have water with OH negative, you have the addition of OH negative as ligands. Then with further redissolution, you will have all the OH negative as the ligands, and that is going to be your final answer here. Okay, that is going to be your final answer here. Next question is, we have the total possible coordination isomer for the following compounds respectively are. Now they are asking you total number of coordination isomers here, right? So these are the compounds, compound number 1, compound number 2, compound number 3. Now, coordination isomers, they are asking you total number coordination isomer. That is under the category of structural isomer, if you remember, right? Now, for coordination isomer, there should be 2 coordination spheres, right? There should be exchange of ligands. So one by one, we will see that. If you talk about the first compound, COEN thrice, CrC2O4 thrice. But 2 coordination spheres you should have, right? What are the possibilities? You can have 1 C2O4 and 2 En. You can have 2 C2O4 and 1 Cn. You can have this is the first case that can happen, right? Then you can have, see, it is like permutation and combination, what you do in mathematics, okay? So first thing is what I'll do, firstly I'll choose En, cobalt, right? I'll choose thrice En. then I'll choose cobalt. Then in this cobalt, I will choose C2O4 1 and En twice. And then I'll choose CO. Then I'll choose C2O4 En. This will be twice, this will be 1. If you remember, from here, this I have solved, this I have solved, and what else we have solved? What else we have solved? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What is the third one? This one. Okay, C2O4 twice En. This we have solved. So these three we have solved. Right? Now same thing we will do for chromium. Right? So same thing we will do for chromium. Right? Before that, you can also do one thing. You can also put here cobalt. Right? Cobalt is there, no? You can put here chromium. You can put here chromium. You can put here chromium. I am only playing with the cationic part. I am not talking about the anionic part. Okay, I am just playing with the cationic part. So now I can put here chromium. So now this case is, this chromium one is, this case, chromium En thrice, isn't it? Cobalt En thrice we have faced. Cr, wait a minute, CrC2O4 twice En, this we have done. CrC2O4 En twice, this we have done. So all these things we have done. Now you had, this is Cr En thrice. Is it possible? Cr, this will be leading to 0 state, right? So that is not possible. This is not possible only, right? So that we can eliminate here, right? Wait a minute. There is some mistake here, right? So that is going to be Cr. This should be Cr. Okay? This should be Cr. Cr En thrice. It should be Cr. Right? Okay? It should be Cr. And here what will happen? If this is Cr, other one, basically this is the opposite of this one. What is this? What is this? This is cobalt here, En, chromium here, C2O4. This is chromium here, En, cobalt here, C2O4. So you can say this also we have done. Right? Now the total number of isomers, if you see, total number of isomers will be, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? So total 4 coordination isomers we can see here. Right? Total we have 4 coordination isomers. Now let us talk about the second one. Second case, what you have? Cu NH3 4 Cu Cl4. Right? Now again we will do the same thing, right? The variations we will do here. But the problem is this is also copper, this is also copper. So we can't inter-exchange these two things. Even if you exchange this to this place, you exchange this to this place, that will be the same thing only, right? So that is the first coordination isomer. Second, what I can do, I can replace one chlorine here, right? If I replace one chlorine here, that will be copper. This will be NH3. This is thrice. This is Cl. And here, if I replace one Cl with NH3, you will have this, right? But ma'am, we can have other coordination isomers as well. Okay, let us do. If I replace 2, this will be copper. This will be Cl2. This is NH3, right? This is twice. Then you will have copper. This will be NH3 twice. This will be Cl2. Now what you will see here, what you will see here, in this case both are same, right? In this case both are same. Let us see if it is possible to make this kind of structure or not. Okay, it's not like you just have to place it according to permutation combination. You have to see that whether it's possible also or not, right? Here the charge on copper will be x minus 2 plus 0 equals to plus 2. So here copper will be plus 2, right? Overall coordination sphere, this will be plus 2. Here also it will be plus 2. So now you can't have one anion here and one cation here. Is it possible, right? This is plus 2. overall, if you're putting the charge as, this is also plus 2, overall it is 0, there is no cation, there is no anion in this case. So this possibility is also ruled out. Okay, there should be one cation, one anion in an ionic compound, right? But it is not there here, right? Now, ma'am, there is one more possibility. Yes, you can have copper here. We replaced 2 chlorine with 2 NH3. Now we will replace 3 chlorine here, right? And here we will replace Cu, we will replace 3 NH3. Okay. Can't you see this is the same structure? CuCl3 NH3, then this is CuCl NH3 thrice Cl, right? So that is again the same thing that we have formed here and here, right? So that is also not possible. Okay, so that is also not possible. So here answer is going to be 2 is the correct answer. Okay, then last one, nickel En thrice, cobalt NO2 6, right? Now here we know that this is a bidentate ligand. Okay, so what are the possibilities? You can only replace, if you want to replace one En, you have to put 2 NO2 here, right? Because one En is a bidentate ligand. So when you replace one En here, you have to put 2 NO2 here, right? When you have to replace 2 En here, you have to put, let's say, ma'am, I am replacing 2 En. Okay, so I'll make that also. Let's say you are replacing 2 En, so that will be NO2. This is going to be 4 En, right? And this is cobalt. This is En, right? Because you are replacing it here, na? NO2, right? That will be the structure that is formed here, right? That will be the structure that is formed here, right? Now with nickel, you have NO2 twice, right? With nickel, you have NO2 twice here, so it was with nickel NO2. Now with nickel, you have this thing. Let's see if that is possible or not. This should be cationic, this should be anionic. If you put this here, right, that is going to be minus cobalt. If I put it plus 3, let's say I am putting it plus 3 here, right? But we can see that there is no possibility of this thing here, right? We need to have one cation and one anionic part here, right? But that is not possible in that case, right? That will become similar to this case only, right? So that is also ruled out. That is also ruled out. Now the last one is, when you place cobalt En thrice, that means here you have placed cobalt En thrice, and this is nickel NO2 6, right? Again, if you see, this will be 0. It will turn out to be, this is N is equals to minus 2 plus this plus 3. If you put it here, then it is possible, because here you can have nickel as plus 3, right? And here you can have X, this is plus 3, then this will be minus 3. X minus 6 is equals to minus 3, X is equals to plus 3. Yes. Now it is possible here. For this, it is possible. So we can say it is possible. So here you have 3 structures, 1, 2, 3. So number of coordination isomers are 3. Okay. So you have to make the pairs here. So answer is going to be 4, 4. 4, 2, 3 is going to be the correct answer. Right? Okay. Next question is, this question is also from coordination chemistry. Let us see what you have to do here. 0.001 mole of cobalt NH3 NO3. Now, no coordination compound. We have no idea what kind of coordination compound it is, right? Was passed through a cation exchanger, and the acid coming out of it required 20 milliliter of 0.1 molar NaOH. See, simple thing they are saying is, you have 0.001 mole of the compound was passed through cation exchanger, and the acid coming out of it required 20 milliliter of NaOH. So let us see how much amount of NaOH is needed, right? If you put it here, this is 0.1 is equals to number of moles. The volume, if you put it in milliliters, I'll calculate this in moles only, not millimoles, right? We know that molarity is equals to number of moles by volume if it is in liters. If volume we are saying it is in liters, then this will be multiplied by 1000, right? Now, we can put here the volume is in milliliters. If volume is in milliliters, then we have to multiply it by 1000, right? So volume is in 20 milliliter, number of moles multiplied by 1000 divided by 20. Molarity is given to be 0.1. You can calculate it from here. N is going to be 0.2. This is over there, it will be divided by 1000. It will be 0.002. Can you see this here? Can you see this thing, students? That 0.001 mole of compound requires 0.002 mole of NaOH. That means if you can assume this thing also, by unitary we can say that 1 mole will require 2 mole of NaOH. That means outside that coordination sphere, you have an acid which is dibasic in nature, right? So here you can have nitric acid which is not dibasic. Here you can have H2SO4 that is dibasic. So that's why to neutralize this acid, you need 2 moles of NaOH, right? Okay, so that's why answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Is that clear? Answer is going to be B is the correct. Third is also not possible because then here you will have 2H positive. Here you will have 1H positive. Here it is only possible if for 1 mole you require 3 moles of NaOH. Okay, understood? So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Is that clear, students? Is that clear? Next question is, next one is, reaction of hydrated cadmium ion with different ligands is represented as below. So this is the reaction, right? This is represented as below. What you can see here, this is some complex S, complex Y, complex Z is formed. All the reactions are not balanced. X, Y and Z are tetra-coordinated compounds, okay? The correct order of magnitude of delta G, they are asking you. See, very interesting thing, they are asking you delta G, right? See, it's a combination of two things what we are doing, right? So, remember that delta G is negative. Okay, tell me one thing. Delta G negative means which thing? Delta G negative means it is a spontaneous reaction. Delta G negative means it's a, do you agree with that? Delta G negative means it's a spontaneous reaction. They are asking you, they are saying that reaction of hydrated cadmium ion with the ligand is represented as below. Now, they are asking you correct order of magnitude of negative delta G. That means more stable is the compound that is formed here. More stable is the complex that is formed here. More will be the value of negative value of delta G. Okay, that means more spontaneously that reaction would have formed, right? Something is negative means by spontaneous reaction it has formed, right? So we need to see which is more stable. Now beta, as you can see, this is En complex which is bidentate, this is tri-En and this is CH3NH2, there is no bidenticity here, right? So this X is going to be definitely least stable, it is going to be least stable here. Can you tell me why? Because there is no chelation. No chelation. In this case, you will have chelation. In this case, you will have chelation. Right? Now, in triene, right? If you talk about triene, it's not trisene, it's triene. Right? Triene means you will have how many? See, what is En? En is this 1, 2, C, C. This is En, right? So when it is connected there, you can have two rings. You can have 2 rings, right? But in case of tri-En, you will have, you can see there is diamine, triamine it will be, na? So it is going to have more chelation here, right? Because tri-En can form more number of rings, right? And more stable rings, that is why more chelation will be there. More chelation will be there. So we can say maximum stable is Z, then you have Y, then you have X. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Okay, just with the help of chelation, we were able to answer this. Okay, we know that triene, definitely it is going to have more rings, right? More chelation. Ene is going to have less rings, and CH3NH2 is not going to have any chelation. So answer will be A is the correct answer here. Is that clear? Okay, students? Okay, students, now let us see the next question here. Next one, everybody. Okay, now let us see the next question here. What you will see here, you know, these questions might seem tough to you, but actually they are not tough. Actually, they are very easy, right? So you feel like, ma'am, what is this, ma'am? I'm very scared. So actually, it's very simple. Now you have E give rise to B plus C. Now they are saying that there are two times, one is C, other is infinity, is a first order reaction. Okay. Moles of reagent are N1 and N2. See, a simple thing they are saying that at time T, number of moles are N1, total moles of reagent are, right? Then they are saying at infinity time, it is N2. That means total number of moles are N2 at infinite time. So now we have this reaction, that is a first order reaction, A give rise to B plus C, right? So we will assume firstly that, okay, reaction progress is measured with the help of titration of reagent R, right? If all A, B, C react with the reagent have n factors equals to equivalent mass, molar mass divided by n, then the ratio, in the ratio of 1:2:3, okay, when the reagent, with the reagent, then K in terms of N1 and N2. So beta, simply first thing is they are telling you that it is reacting in this reagent, in this, there is some reagent R, right? And this reagent R is reacting in this ratio 1:2:3 with the A, B and C. So I need to firstly write down the statements right here in terms of moles. So this is A, this is B, this is C. I am assuming that initial it is N, then it is 0, it is 0. Now initial, how I predicted N, this is also given to you, right? This is also given to you, right? Now here, initially if I take N, this is 0, this is 0. The important thing. Ma'am, I want to take something else. You can take something else also, because eventually we have to give the time in the terms of N1 and N2. That we should be very careful about, right? Firstly, it is N, then it is 0, 0. Now they have given it is in the ratio 1:2:3. This is how it is reacted. So 1 ratio means, if I can say this is X, this is 2X, this is 3X. This is reactant, so this will be consumed here. These two are products, so they will be added here. This is minus X, this is plus 2X, this is plus 3X. This is given in the question, what is the ratio, right? I am not taking the ratio according to the stoichiometries. That is given in the question, what ratio they are getting consumed and reacted, right? Now, next thing that is given to me, that let's say I'm talking about at infinite time. So we know that at infinite time, all the reactant will be consumed. All the reactant will be equals to 0. The product will be, replace this X with N, right? Replace this X with this N. That will be the product here, right? Because we are saying that at infinite concentration, at infinite time, all the reactant is converted to products. Okay? All the reactant, see, simple thing is they have given you the ratio here, 1:2:3. Okay? Understand it this way, 1:2:3. So when you are taking out, you have to multiply X with stoichiometry, X with stoichiometry, X with stoichiometry. At infinite time, this whole reactant will be consumed. This will be 2 into the initial concentration, 3 into the initial concentration. Now, beta, tell me firstly, is this thing, till only this thing is important in this question. Otherwise, rest of the question is very simple. Okay, till here it is little bit complicated, right? After that, the question is very simple, right? So now, after that, we know that at time t, n minus x plus 2x plus 3x, they have given it to be n1. They have given that is n. So that means n, this is plus 4x is equals to n1, right? So you have to calculate the value of n1 here or x here. Calculate the value of x here. X for what? Calculate the value of x. Yes. You can calculate the value of x here. X will be equals to, this is 4x. You can calculate the value of x here. That will come out to be n1 minus n by 4. Right? Now, second is, they have given that at infinite time, the total moles are n2. So this is the infinite time. So 2n plus 5n is equals to n2. Right? So here you can calculate the value of n. Okay, that is the value of n, right? So once you have value of n here, you can just put the value of n here in the form x. X is equals to n1 minus n by 4, right? N is given to be n2 by 7. So you can put it here, x is equals to n1 minus n2 by 7 divided by 4. That is the value of x, right? Okay. Now, once you have solved all these things, then applying the formula here, because what they have told you here, they're asking you k in terms. What is k? K is equals to 1 by t, because we can see from the option they have written it in natural log only. Initial concentration by final concentration. Can you tell me what is the initial concentration? Initial concentration is n. Final concentration is n minus x, right? So you put the value of n, that will be n2 by 5. You put the value of n minus x, n is given to you, x is given to you, right? Then you put it here, you will get this as your answer after solving. Okay? You have to convert this n, this x into n1 and n2, only then after that you will get your answer. Is that clear to everybody or not? Students, is that clear? Beta, I am here to prepare you for even the toughest question that they can ask you. Right? There are easy questions as well. We will do those questions as well. Easy questions, I would prefer giving you homework, because there is no point if I start solving easy questions on the board and I give you all the tough questions for homework. Right? That will be so bad on my part. Right? So that's why I know that some questions which you will find difficult to understand, those questions I have picked out so that I can tell you that in the class itself. Rest of the questions which are easily doable, I'll give you for homework, so that you will be like, okay, I can do that, right? So those questions I'll give you for homework, right? Okay, now, next is this one. Which of the following is correct or are correct for the group this elements, right? The stability of dihalides is in the order of C, then sulfur, then, okay, this is down the group. Down the group, if you talk about the stability of the halides, that will decrease, right? That is incorrect. Okay. Wait a minute. Why 2, 3, 5, 3 is what? I think the options are not correct. I think the options are not correct. Because there is no 2, 3 statements. Acha, out of the following, how many statements? They are asking you how many statements, which of the following is for group 14 element, it is correct. I think they are asking you how many statements, isn't it? Yes. They are asking you how many statements, not the number. They are asking you how many number of statements are correct. So, as you can see here, due to the inert pair effect, the stability of lower oxidation state, right? So now, in this case, always remember any group, lower oxidation state, stability will always increase down the group. Ma'am, how we will calculate lower oxidation state? So, for example, you have Ns and Np electrons. Lower oxidation state corresponds to Np electrons, right? So, as you can see, this is group number 14. In group number 14, this is Ns2, Np2. Lower oxidation state will be 2. So we can see this is also plus 2, 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 this is also plus 2. So lower oxidation state stability is going to increase. What is higher oxidation state? That is 2 plus 2, it is 4. Higher oxidation state is 4. So if you have CX4, SiX4, in that case, down the group stability will decrease. Okay. So here it will be the correct statement. Next is the ability of p-pi bonds among themselves increases down the group. P-pi bonding increases. Okay, the tendency of catenation decreases. That is correct. Okay, they all form oxides with the formula MO2. Yes, this is also correct. See, if you talk about p-pi bonding, right? So wait a minute, that is not written here. I'll just write it here. P-pi bonding. If you understand that this is the periodic table, this is the periodic table, and this is your group number 14. This is group number 14. Now we know that after the third period, you have D block intervention in between, right? So till here, the elements before this, you have no D block. But the elements that are down the group, you will start having D block and then you will start having F block. That is the reason the overlapping of p-pi bonding will decrease down the group, right? It will not increase. So we can say that is the incorrect statement. So answer will be, the correct statement are 3 correct statements you have, right? Chalo. Next is, which of the following is correct for the given compound? So this compound is given to you. They have asked you whether there is any center of symmetry, C4 axis of symmetry, it possesses plane of symmetry, compound is chiral or not, right? So if you talk about the chirality first, you will see there is not even a single atom that is chiral. Firstly, these atoms cannot be chiral, these atoms cannot be chiral, these atoms cannot be chiral because all are sp2. This also cannot be chiral, this also cannot be chiral, this also cannot be chiral. You are left with only one carbon that has the possibility that it can be chiral. But here also what you will see, that here you have the same symmetry, right? See, I'll just erase this thing here, right? If you see this carbon, there is one hydrogen, but this group entirely is same. This group entirely is same, right? That is the reason when two groups are same, then it will not be chiral. So this compound is a chiral, that is the wrong statement. Okay. It possesses center of symmetry. Center of symmetry means anywhere you take it to, let's say this. If you go to this side and if you go to the opposite side, it should be same, but it is not like that. So that means it does not possess center of symmetry at any point. It possesses C4 axis of symmetry. Now, if you have a C4 axis of symmetry and you start rotating it, even then what you will see, that when you rotate it, you don't have symmetrical spaces above and below, right? That means again C4 axis of symmetry is not possible. Now, if you talk about the possesses plane of symmetry, plane means if you pass a plane here. Now, if you pass a plane from this side, from the center, like you are passing a knife from the center and you are cutting it through this point, right? Then definitely this and this will be cut into equal half. That means it definitely possesses one plane of symmetry, right? So answer will be C is the correct answer here, right? Next question is, which of the following carboxylic acids could be resolved by reaction with enantiomerically pure chiral amine? Enantiomerically pure chiral amine we have to see. Pure chiral amine means we are looking for optically active compound, right? So, can you see this here that this is a biphenyl? And in case of biphenyls, when this and this group is different, when this and this group is different, right? And when this and this group is different, this and this group is different, we can say that this is optically active compound. So C is definitely an optically active compound, right? C is definitely an optically active compound. So answer will be C is the correct answer. That is pure chiral amine. Okay, we are looking for an optically active compound. That is C is the optically active compound that we have. Okay, students. Now the next one, everybody. Now the next question is. Okay. Next question is, if you see this here, next is, dry air was passed on the bubbles containing this much of urea. See, this is a question regarding solution chapter. Okay. So they are saying that dry air was drawn through bubbles containing a solution of 40 gram of urea. 40 gram of urea and this much of water. This is the urea. And you can say this is the weight of the solute. This is the weight of the solvent. Then through bubbles containing pure water at the same temperature. Finally, through a tube which pumice moistened with strong H2SO4 was kept, the water bubble lost this much grams and the sulfuric acid tube gained this much grams. Calculate the molar weight. See, first thing what you have to see is that weight of solute is given to be 40, weight of solvent as I told you given to be 300. Molar weight of solvent is 80, right? They are asking you the molar weight of the urea, that is solute, right? Now, what is given to us is, they have very important thing. This particular formula is very important. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is loss in weight of solvent divided by gain in weight of sulfuric acid. This is a very important formula. Right, this we have done this kind of question before also. It's a very important formula. Relative lowering in vapor pressure is loss in weight of solvent, right? How much solvent you have lost divided by gain in weight of sulfuric acid, right? Now both the things are given to you. They have given you that, here it is, the water bubble lost this much grams and the sulfuric acid tube gained this much grams. So lost in the bubble, water bulb, that is 0.0870 divided by 2.036. That's it. That will be your relative lowering, right? Once you have put this here, this is your relative lowering. Now, simple thing is we also know that relative lowering is equals to mole fraction of the solute. So, you can put this here, that mole fraction of solute will come out to be 0.0427. Then you can put mole fraction will be N2 by N1. Total you can also take it as N1. That means this will be equals to W2 by M2. This is W1 multiplied by M1. So now this thing you know, this you know, this you know, this you have to calculate, which you can easily do. Okay. Yes, students, that was the point of knowledge. Just mark it here CCD, that you should remember. Okay. I think that must be the new thing for you. Whenever these kind of questions are given to you, lost in weight of that solvent divided by gain in weight of sulfuric acid tube is your relative lowering. Directly learn the formula. There is an experiment based on this, right? But now we don't have time to learn the experiment. You directly learn the formula, right? Okay. Next question is, you have this compound. They are saying that what is X? When X is giving you on catalytic hydrogenation, this thing it is giving you. With AgNO3, it is being precipitated. With O3Me2S, that means when you have ozonolysis, right, then it is giving you 4 products it is giving you, right? So what we have to do, we have to pick out firstly A, then B, then C, then D, and see whether we are able to do these reactions or not. See, one thing is simply clear, that you will definitely have two double bonds, right? And how you will have two double bonds, that we have to see, right? This will tell you, see, AgNO3 will be formed by all of them because you have a triple bond, triple bond, triple bond. So AgNO3 precipitates will be formed by all of them. Then after catalytic hydrogenation also, all of them will give you the same product, right? Okay. So the difference that will be given by is this particular reaction, okay? That how ozonolysis will happen. So whenever you do ozonolysis, pi bond will break, right? Pi bond will break. This will give you double bond O, right? That is CHO, CHO. Okay? This will give you CHO, CHO. No. This will give you CHO, CHO. Wait a minute, not like this. This bond will break. This will give you double bond O. 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 So this will give you CHO, CHO. That means it is given by this. I say randomly I have picked this. Okay. This will give you CH. This will give you one CHO, CH, then CHO. Okay. You know what we should do? What I feel is that this CHO can be given by all of them. But one thing, and this thing is similar in all of them, this is the point of difference. If I am able to see whether this bond will break or this bond will break, I think I'll be able to answer this more efficiently. So you can see that you need to have CHO 1, 2, 3, then double bond, then again double bond, then you have this thing. Now I can see if I don't use this, that thing will be formed by this, this and this. How? If you break the pi bond, it will be double bond O, and here also it will be double bond O. That will become CHO, CH2. You need two CH2, isn't it? But here you will have one CH2. CHO, C double bond O, CH2. Then you need have CH2, then one more CH2. Okay, that you should have. Either there is some mistake here, right? So when you make that, that will be only one CH2 in all the cases, right? Isn't it? Triple bond is there only in that case. If I make this double bond O, this is also double bond O, this is also double bond O, only then this bond will break here. That will be CO, CHO, CO, CH2, CHO. I think there should be one less CH2 here, right? Let me see that. I think it should be there. There should be one less CH2 here. है ना? Wait a minute, let me see if this is correct or not, right? So if you break this bond here, this will be double bond O, this will be double bond O, this is CH, this will be double bond O. So that will give you oxidative ozonolysis you are doing now. First thing is you will have CH2, CO, CO. This bond will break, it will give you double bond O, right? That will be there, right? Then you will have, I'll just draw this here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Chalo, let's draw this here. This is double bond, this is double bond, this is CH double bond CH, CH double bond CH. Then you have C triple bond H, C triple bond CH. right? If you draw this here, now one by one I'll make the products here, right? Okay. So when you break this bond here, from this only I'm going to make the compounds. When you break this bond here, you will have a double bond over here, you will have a double bond over here, right? When you break this bond here, you will have a double bond over here, you will have a double bond over here, right? Okay. Then when you break this bond here, right? When you break this bond here, then what you will have? You will have a double bond over here. Achha, that's how it is making. Okay. Then you will have a double bond over this. Better you have to do it. Okay. In the exam, you have to do it like this. Otherwise, orally, so it's very difficult to write down the answer. Then when you break two bonds here, you will have a double bond over here. You will have a double bond over here, right? That's how you have. Let us see now if you have the same thing, right? CHO, CHO we are able to make. Then CO, CH2, CH2, CO, CHO, right? Let's see if this also we are able to make. CHO, CH2, CH2, CO, CHO, this also we are able to make. Then CHO, CO, OH, okay? Then here you have this also you have done, this also you have done. This is CHO, COH, right? That also we have framed here, right? Okay, so that means the possibility is, this is the possibility, this we have framed, this we have framed, right? Now this is CHO, COOH. Now this is very important, right? This is very important. If you see this particular case here, that will be C double bond OH, right? C double bond O. This is C double bond OH, right? You can further also convert it into OH, and further, you can make the other products as well if you replace the hydrogen with OH, if you replace the hydrogen with OH, right? Here also you can make other products. This is hydrogen, this is OH, this will be replaced by OH, okay? That means the carbonyl hydrogen, you can replace it with OH, make other products as well. So answer would be, yes, answer would be, this is the correct answer. That I told you wrong, that is only coming out to be the correct answer, right? So yes, no trick can be applied here. You have to solve this full answer, right? You have to pick out every single option here. Then you have to break the pi bonds. Just remember, for double bond, full pi bond will break and you will convert it into, compound will break and you will convert it into double bond. And for triple bond, one single bond will remain intact, two pi bonds will break there, right? So that you should remember before doing this question, okay? Yes. Now next question here we have, I don't know, by mistake beta it is written to be B, answer will be A only, right? Okay, chal. Next is arrange the following compounds in order of increasing boiling points. Now you have boiling points and arrange this in order of increasing boiling points. So bacha, if you remember that boiling point, all of them are 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree, right? But what you will see here, the mass, the molar mass is increasing here, right? So more the molar mass, more is the boiling point here. So answer would be C. That is maximum is for 5 member, then 4 member, then 3 member, then 2 member, right? Just remember that boiling point is directly proportional to molar mass, inversely proportional to branching. Because there is no branching here, that's why we can't answer it according to the branching, right? Next question is choose the correct order here, choose the correct reaction given below. So now these are the reactions that are given to you. You have to choose the correct one out of this, right? Okay. Okay, everybody. So if you see this here, correct reaction given below. What is CrO3 and H2SO4? That is Jones reagent, isn't it? Jones reagent is a very strong reagent. It will convert it into COH, not CHO. Now, if you see, you have KMNO4. KMNO4 is going to convert this CH3 to COH also. So, this is also not correct. KMNO4, when you have a double bond, it is going to break the double bond, right? and it will convert it into KMNO4, an acidic medium you have, and you are heating it as well. So that will break and you will convert it into COH. Okay. Then the last one is benzene CH2. You add HBr. This will be replaced by Br. Then you add KNO2. This will be replaced by NO2, not CN. So this is also incorrect. The only correct reaction here is C. Okay. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Next question, students. Bit of difficult questions we have done, right? So now moderate questions we are moving towards, right? Okay. Yes, everybody. Moderate questions we are moving towards. Okay. Next is which of the following compounds will show cis-trans isomerism? Cis-trans isomerism means which of the following will have, like, firstly, which will show geometrical isomerism. If you see this here, in geometrical isomerism, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 1 should not be equal to 2, 3 should not be equal to 4, right? That means this option cannot be true. This option also cannot be true because H and H on both sides, that is same. Here, this option can be true. This option also cannot be true because you have Cl on one carbon. That's why geometrical isomerism rule is 1 should not be equal to 2, 3 should not be equals to 4. So the only possibility is C is the only possibility here of geometrical isomerism. So that means that can only show you cis-trans. Next is, what is the magnetic moment of divalent ion in aqueous solution of its atomic number 25? Right? Atomic number 25 means Karman. Okay, so that means we are talking about manganese. That is in 4s2 3d5 electronic configuration. +2 means it will take out 2 electrons. And now this is the configuration. Now number of unpaired electron we can see is 5. So mu will be equals to under root nn plus 1, nn plus 2, nn plus 2 Bohr magneton. And you can see this here directly. Just put 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 after the unpaired electron and you will get your answer. So answer will be 5.9 is the correct answer here, right? These questions, guys, these are not going to take that much time, right? In the exam, you will, the first questions that I did were on the difficult side. You will see 3-4 questions on the difficult side and most of the questions will be on the moderate side. Some questions will be very simple. Okay, some questions will be very simple, very direct. Okay, now energy required to break 1 mole of CCl bond in, usually you know what they do in the exam, they usually put difficult questions in the front and then beach mein they will give you some easy question, then again difficult question, then again easy, right? So just to trick your mind, okay, just to confuse you so that your morale can go down and you get demotivated in the exam itself, right? So these tricks are being played, right? So you have to be very well aware of those things. The energy required to break 1 mole of CCl bond in Cl2 is this. The longest wavelength light capable of breaking a single CCl bond is what? See, students, energy required to break 1 mole of Cl2 is this. Longest wavelength energy is given to you, right? 1 mole they have given you this, right? Single CCl bond you have to, firstly you have to see the energy required for 1 molecule, right? For 1 molecule it will be equal to 242 divided by Avogadro's number, right? Convert it into joules, right? That will be the energy required by 1 single molecule of CCl, right? Divided by Avogadro's number. Then we know that energy is equals to Hc by lambda. Now lambda will be equals to Hc by energy. Put the value of energy here and you will get your answer here. Okay, so what you have to do? Firstly, you have to convert the energy into joules and that too for 1 molecule. Then put it in this value and you will get your answer for lambda. Now, if you see the lambda is given in nanometers, so you have to convert it into nanometers. Okay, so you have to convert it into nanometers. Is that clear? Okay, students. Now, next one is consider the following bromomides. Now, you have to consider the following bromomides. Now, what are the bromomides? Right? These are the bromomides. Now, they are telling you bromides. The correct order of SN1 reactivity. So, SN1 reaction means we are talking about carbocation. We are talking about carbocation. So when we are talking about carbocation, can I see that in a carbocation, what you will have? Everybody, in a carbocation, this is the carbocation that is formed here, right? This will be the carbocation that is formed here. This will be the carbocation that is formed here. This is the carbocation that is formed here. Now we can see this due to allylic resonance here, it will be maximum stabilized. So B is maximum stabilized. Then out of A and C, you can see this is a 2, not even 2. This will be vanished. So it will be a 1 degree carbocation. This is a 2 degree carbocation. So after B, you will have C, then you will have A. So answer will be A is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Next question, everybody. Try to answer this. Very good. Option A, option A, option A. Very good, students. Which of the following decarboxylates most easily? Okay. So most easily, which of the following will decarboxylate? Right? If you see this here, the one in which PHCH2, है ना? So decarboxylate. So you have to take away CO2 here, right? I think first one, because you will have a formation of a stable compound. Is it? Yes. Chalo. Let us see this here. So for this, what you have to see, right? Let us see which of the following decarboxylates. So one is beta keto acids. So beta keto means this is the acid. On the beta position, you have ketonic group, right? Okay. On the beta position, this is the alpha, and this is the beta position. You have the ketonic group. These are the beta keto acids. So what can happen to a beta keto acids? So what if you have given, let's say, soda lime decarboxylation? Okay, so what can happen? H positive will be, you will take out, so a base will take out H positive, you will have OH negative, O negative here. So once you have O negative, now what can happen? Let us see. This will be CO negative, right? Now we know that one thing is resonance they can show with each other, right? But you know, one more thing will occur here, because what they are saying is decarboxylation, which of the following can do maximum. So here, if we are saying that there is the soda lime decarboxylation, there is H positive also in the solution, that H positive can attack here and it will be positive. Now what will happen? Now this will have a double bond OH. This oxygen is positive. This is not positive. This oxygen is positive here. Okay. This oxygen is the positive one here. So this oxygen is positive here. Now you can see that whenever there is double bond oxygen, and oxygen has positive charge because it is now forming 3 bonds, then it will take out from the pi bond, it will take out the electron and get converted into neutral state, because oxygen cannot carry a positive charge, right? So it will be converted to a neutral state. Now when you have a double bond, this double bond is shifted here, because this carbon has now deficiency, right? It will only have, see, once this carbon, this pi bond is shifted to this side, this carbon will only have 3 bonds. That is why this particular bond is shifted here. Reason being, there will be a negative here. This pi bond is, this negative is shifted as pi bonds. Now decarboxylation means this carbon dioxide we are going to take out, right? So what will happen? This bond will break, it will shift here. This carbon dioxide will be eliminated. you will have the formation of C double bond O. This is OH, this is C6H2. So that's how, because of this compound here, this alpha here, right, which is quite acidic in nature, and because of this C double bond O, right, what should happen? See, if you want to break the this C bond here to have the carbon dioxide elimination, then this pi bond, this sigma bond should shift here and it should get into a stable form, right? That is maximum. This is possible in other cases or not. Let us see that. If you replace this, then this bond is shifted to this side. It's not possible. It will be like this. Okay. So, and it's not like it's not possible only. It's possible with other methods, but the maximum possibility is of this bond. Maximum possibility is of C, right? Because of the stable formation, stable compound formation that you can see here, right? Okay, everybody, we can also see after the tautomerism, this will be further converted to enol form, right? This double bond will shift here, this will be CH3, this will convert it to double bond O, so it will be converted to keto form, right? Okay, so when there is tautomerism involved, stabilization is obviously increased there. That's why this will be preferred over the others, right? Okay, whenever you have rearrangement, you have tautomerization, right, there is conversion of enol to keto form, definitely that reaction is more that reaction is more accepted, that reaction is more stabilized, right? The main product of the following reaction, this is given to you. So now, what is concentrated H2SO4? Concentrated H2SO4 is nothing but it is a dehydrating agent. So what we will use, we will take out water from here. So this is the compound, you have OH here, this will be eliminated. Now you have two choices, either hydrogen can take plus from this place or hydrogen we can take out from this place, right? So firstly, you will take out OH and you will have the formation of carbocation. Now can you tell me, is this carbocation very stable or not? Is this carbocation stable or not? Is this carbocation stable or not? Everybody. Yes? Now, we know that dehydration, see there are two possibilities. One is loss of hydrogen in this case, other is loss of hydrogen in this case. If you lose the hydrogen in this case, there will be a double bond like this. If you lose the hydrogen in this case, there will be a double bond like this, right? Now you have to see which system will be more stable, right? If you have a double bond here, it will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, C double bond C. Okay, with this benzene, it is under conjugation, right? If you have a double bond here, it will be C, then you will have a double bond. There is no conjugated system. So you can't say that according to Sedgwick rule, this will be preferred, because here, this hydrogen, when you replace this, it is giving you a conjugated system. That is why this is obtained here, right? Okay. Understood, everybody? Right? Okay. Now, next is I think they have given you cis and trans also here, because if you talk about this benzene here, this double bond will have one benzene and one hydrogen. This will have one CH thrice. Okay. So one benzene, either you can have this compound or you can have this compound, right? Now, which is more stable? Obviously, trans is always preferred over cis. So, answer will be A is the correct answer. Always trans is preferred because of the less repulsions, right? In this case, you can see there are less repulsions. In this case, two big groups, there will be more repulsion. Okay? Right? Next part is the correct sequence, which shows decreasing order ionic radii of the elements here. Now, what is this? These are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species, the size is directly proportional to negative charge of anion, inversely proportional to positive charge of cation. So, O negative is going to have the maximum size, then F negative, then Na, then Mg2 positive, then Al. So, answer is going to be D, Why? Because more the negative charge, more is the size. More the positive charge, less is the size. Okay. Then next is the Gibbs free energy of the decomposition of Al2 at 500 degree is as follows. Right? So Gibbs free energy, students, we are talking about the Gibbs free energy of decomposition of Al2O3 at 500 degrees Celsius is as follows. That is given to you. Potential difference needed for electrolytic reduction of Al2O3 at this is at least. Now, directly you have to apply the formula of delta G and E naught. That is delta G is equals to minus NF E cell. E cell will be equals to minus delta G by NF. F is constant, delta G is given to you. What is N factor here? That is the important thing. So if you see this here, can you see what is happening? So what is Al2O3? What is Al2O3? What is the oxidation state here? 2x minus 6 is equals to 0, 2x is equals to 6, x is equals to 3, right? This is plus 3, right? This is 0. So we can see that, if I don't, I'm just going to, like we can do that, SNEM, we can do that. So if you see this here, for 1 aluminium, it is plus 3 to 0, right? This is plus 3 only, right? Yes. For 2 by 3 aluminium, 2 by 3 it is not 2 by 3, it is 2 aluminium firstly. For 2 aluminium, because 2 by 3 multiplied by 2 is nothing but 4 by 3. Okay? This is plus 3 oxidation state. For 2 aluminium, it is going to be plus 6 oxidation state to 0. Right? Because anything multiplied by 0 is going to remain 0 only. Right? Now, if you talk about 2 by 3. Right? Wait a minute. The overall number will be 4 by 3 here. No. So, it will be 4 by 3 here according to this reaction. So, this will be 2 by 3 multiplied by 6. 3, 2, that is 4. Okay? So you can see this here, that when for 1 aluminium atom, it is plus 3. For 2 aluminium atom, it is plus 6. When you multiply it by 2 by 3, it is going to be plus 4. So that means it is going from plus 4 to 0, plus 4 to 0. That means N factor is going to be 4. Okay? Once you know the N factor, directly you can put it here and you will get your answer. Right? Remember that if delta G is positive, E is going to be negative. So potential difference needed is going to be 2.5. Right? Okay. Okay, students. Yes. Next we have at 25 degrees Celsius, the solubility product of MgOH twice is this. Solubility product means KSP is given to you. KSP is given to you. At which pH will Mg2 positive ion start precipitating in the solution? Right? Mg2 positive ion start precipitating in the form of MgOH twice from a solution of this much. So now, pH you have to calculate. You can calculate the value of pOH. Okay. We know that MgOH twice is equals to Mg2 positive plus 2OH negative. Okay. At which pH will Mg2 positive ion start precipitating in the form of MgOH twice to form this much molarity of Mg2 positive. That means this is already given to us. That is 0.001. Okay. This we have no idea. Let us take it as X only, or you can take it as OH only. Right? Okay. Concentration of OH we have no idea. Right? So KSP value can be written as 0.001 multiplied by OH square. From that, we know the value of OH. You can find the value of OH here. Right? then you can find the value of POH, then you can find the value of pH, right? So directly you can solve this. OH will be KSP by Mg2 positive. OH will come out to be 10 raised power minus 4 once you put the value of KSP here. Now, OH is 10 raised power minus 4, so POH will be 4 and pH will be 10. Okay. So you just have to remember this thing here, that KSP is equals to this ion raised to power stoichiometry, that is 1. This ion raised to power stoichiometry, that is 1. Okay. Yes, everybody. Yes, everybody. Okay. Next question is, I think 2-3 more questions we will do. Okay, 2 more questions and then I'll give you the rest of the questions for homework. I'll just talk to Namrata ma'am if she is ready. Wait a minute. Chalo. Out of the following, the alkene that exhibits optical isomerism. Now they are asking about optical isomerism, the alkene that will give you optical isomerism, right? So for optical isomerism, if you talk about any alkene here, what you need, right? What you need, optical isomerism, you should be able to tell that whether it has any chiral center or not, right? So let's talk about chiral carbon. So beta, draw this, draw this, draw this, draw this, then see if there is any chiral center. Chiral center means you will have sp3 and it will be 4 different groups. Okay? If you have these 2 conditions valid, then that will be optically active. So you can see this here. This is a different group, this is a different group, different group, different group. So this is a chiral carbon and that's why optical isomerism is obeyed in that part. Rest of it you will not see any chirality. Let's take in any example. Let's take this example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 means here you will have in 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Third position you have methyl. So can you see this here? Can you see this here? That this is the double bond. This is the double bond, right? This is not chiral. This is not chiral. This is not chiral. This cannot be chiral because this is sp2. This also cannot be chiral. This is also not chiral, right? So this is how you can answer the chirality here, right? Okay. Then for this is the last question of today, students. Last question of today. Last question of today. After that, Namrata ma'am is going to join. For a particular reversible reaction at temperature T, delta S and delta H were found to be positive. If TE is the temperature at equilibrium, the reaction would be spontaneous when? Now, directly you can answer this, right? How? This is your Gibbs-Helmont equation. Now, they are telling you that T, delta H and delta S were found to be positive. Delta H is positive, delta S is also positive, right? That means if you want this reaction, right, what they are saying, at equilibrium, the reaction would be spontaneous one. Now, we know that at equilibrium, delta G will be equals to 0. So, you put it 0 here. Now, from here, when you put it 0, and they are also, wait a minute, they are also, they have given you the temperature TE at equilibrium and they are asking you the spontaneity. Arey nahi. Okay, simple is that delta G should be negative if you want the reaction to be spontaneous. So delta H minus T delta S should be negative, right? But this is given to be positive. This is also given to be positive, right? That means if you want this whole reaction to be negative, then T delta S should be greater than delta H. Okay? That means the temperature value, see, a simple thing is that you have delta H minus T delta S. Okay, very neatly I'll write it. This is given to be positive. This is given to be positive. If I want overall, we know that TE is the temperature when delta G is 0, right? So when delta G is 0, the temperature was TE. That means when delta G is 0, it is delta H is equals to delta H minus TE delta S is equals to 0. That means delta H is equals to TE delta S. So can I put the value of delta H is equals to TE delta S? Now, you can put it here. Delta TE is equals to TE delta S. I have put that here. Now, this whole should be negative. That means, if I want this full to be negative, that means this temperature should be greater than, because see, even if you see this here, delta S is the constant here, which is positive, we can eliminate that. That means TE minus TE should be negative. If you want TE minus TE to be negative, then this should be greater than TE. Okay, beta, what is negative? 5 minus 10 is negative, or 10 minus 5 is negative? 5 minus 10, na? So that means this temperature should be greater. So answer will be D. Answer should be B is the correct answer. This temperature should be greater than temperature at equilibrium. Okay? Okay, students? Right? Now, students, there are so many questions, right, that I have for you. Right? You can go through these questions on your own. Right? Okay? These are very, very important and very interesting questions which you can do on your own. So, as we promised you, like top 200 plus questions, right? So, some of the difficult questions I have done, right? Rest of the questions I am giving you for homework, right? It's around 70-80 questions for chemistry I have given you, right? Like 42 questions, 40-50 questions we have already done, right? Rest of the questions are for your homework. These are the extra additional questions that I am giving you. Do practice these questions, and if you have any problem in any question, then you can let me know in the comment section. By that time, Namrata ma'am is going to join. I'll provide you the PDF in the description of this video. And students, you can also see in the description box, right? If like you want top test series, top 10 mock tests, then that is available at 649 rupees for the BITSAT course, right? So BITSAT test series 10 mock tests just at 649 rupees it is available. You can click on here and you will get to the link where you have the 10 mock tests only dedicated to BITSAT, right? So guys, that's it for today. Now I'll take your leave. Bye bye. Take care. Namrata ma'am is going to join now, right? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. How was the chemistry section of BITSAT? Okay. Am I audible? Am I visible? Welcome to the mathematics and logical reasoning section of your BITSAT examination. So we are going to start with mathematics or logical reasoning. Tell me in the chat box. Hi, Shri Hasya. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Adi. LR or mathematics? From where shall we start? Or by the way, we have taken one small session, but very effective session on logical reasoning yesterday night. Go check out that video as well. So I have done approximately 15 questions from logical reasoning in that particular session. Okay. Yes. You guys are saying maths. Huh? No logical reasoning. Huh? I was expecting that you will be saying, ma'am, first let's start logical reasoning and then start mathematics. Okay. So on your request, let me just take you to the mathematics section because I have kept logical reasoning first and mathematics in the second. Okay. So yes, let's start mathematics without wasting any time. Okay. All right. So let me just skip the logical reasoning part. Okay. Quickly. Okay. Mathematics. Okay, let's start with mathematics, everybody. Now you are saying LR. No, I'm not gonna change. Now let's start with mathematics and then LR. Okay. The very first question, let's start. Okay. Brightness on point. Okay, pen selection, question right there. This was asked in BITSAT 2020. Okay, are we ready? Are we up for it? Everybody? Chalo, let's do this question. BITSAT 2020, do you want to try it? Okay, let's do. So first thing, what is given to you, everybody? So log of a plus b by 3 to the base 5 is equals to log a plus log b by 2. And we are looking for a power 4 plus b power 4 upon a square b square. Okay. So over here, if I just take LCM, a power 4 upon a square will be a square. This will be upon b square. If I separate, this is b square by a square. One thing, can you tell me, can I write this a by b whole square plus b by a whole square? Anybody? A by b whole square plus b by a whole square we can write, yes. And now what I will be doing is, be very careful. Actually, I'll be writing a by b plus b by a whole square. But you'll be like, ma'am, how can you write this? This is not allowed. Okay, so we'll adjust whatever is the discrepancy in these two expressions. Okay, we'll adjust it. A by b whole square plus b by a whole square plus 2 times product. So plus 2 times. So this is actually plus 2. So you need to subtract minus 2. Can you tell me this expression and this expression, are they similar? Are they equal? Can I do that? Is it allowed in mathematics? I think it's allowed. Yes? I think this is allowed, everybody. Okay. Now let me do one thing. Let me just address this given information. Let me process this given information. So what is given? Log of 5a plus b by 3. Everybody, yes? And this is nothing but log of base 5. This is ab. Remember the property of logarithm upon whole 2. So this is whole 2. Now I'll be removing this 2 and I'm multiplying this 2 over here. Moreover, again I'll be removing this 2 and applying it over here. So now you can remove log from both the sides. So this is a plus b whole square is equals to a plus b whole square upon 9 is equals to ab. One more thing I can do, this 9 I can shift over here. So a plus b whole square is equals to 9ab. So a square plus b square plus 2ab is equals to 9ab. A square plus b square is going to be 7ab. Now ab, I am going to shift this AB over here so that A by B plus B by A is nothing but 7. Can you see now the question has become very easy? You just have to put 7 square over here and you will be done. So this is 7 square minus 2. So 47 is the correct answer. Anybody? Yes? Option B. Getting it? Understanding it? Yes? So mathematics is going to be little bit calculative, but not as calculative as like JEE main. But mathematics is going to be a little bit calculative, okay, and little bit brainy, okay, heavy on brain as well. So you need to practice enough before warm up as much as possible before your BITSAT examination. Trust me, this is going to work. Now then, this question, alpha and beta be the roots of these two equations, this equation, okay. And alpha by 2 and 2 beta are the roots of this equation. then the value of r is what we are looking for. R, okay. All right. So let's do one thing. Sum of roots. For the first equation, sum of roots alpha plus beta is P. Alpha beta is equals to R. And here I'm going to write third and fourth equation, which is alpha by 2 plus 2 beta is Q, and alpha beta is again R. I don't need to write because I have only 3 equations. Okay. So using which equation? I think I'm going to use third equation and first equation. Okay, third and first. Using first and third, calculate the value of alpha and beta individually, and the moment you plug in the second equation, you are going to get the value of R. Everybody getting it? What to do? 3 equations I have, I need the value of R. So to get the value of R, I need alpha and beta. So can I get alpha and beta with the help of first and 3 in terms of P and Q? Yes, definitely. So first of all, alpha plus 4 beta is 2Q. This is the equation. And the second is alpha plus beta is equals to P. Can I just subtract these 2 equations? Let's subtract these 2. So 3 beta. So beta is equals to 1 by 3 and 2Q minus P. So 2Q minus P by 3. 2Q minus P by 3. So 2Q minus P, this can be correct. 2Q minus P, 2Q minus, I think every expression is having 2Q minus P. All right, okay. Now plug in the value of beta over here. So alpha is nothing but P minus 1 by 3 2Q minus P. Alpha will be P minus beta. I have just plugged in the value. So alpha will be 3P and plus 1. So 4P minus 2Q whole upon 3. This is your alpha. This is your beta. This is your alpha. Now plug in the value. Alpha is 2. If I take common, 2P minus Q by 3. Beta will be 1 by 3 2Q minus P. So obviously 2 by 9. 2Q minus P, 2P minus Q. So this is wrong. 2Q minus P and 2P minus Q. This is also wrong. 2Q minus P and 2P minus Q. Option D is absolutely correct. Everybody understanding it? Getting it done nicely? Second question, BITSAT 2023 question. Okay, so we are doing the next question now. This is also a very good question asked in BITSAT 2024. Look at the level of the question. These are the original BITSAT questions. Okay. Now, there are 4 numbers of which the first 3 are in GP and the last 3 are in AP. Last 3 are in AP with common difference 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers are there. Can I just think about last 3 numbers? Because AP is there and common difference is also given. So it is a great idea to talk about AP first. So these 3 numbers are in arithmetic progression, correct? So this is A plus D. So A plus 6 and A plus 12. One more thing is given to us is first and the last numbers are equal. That means if last number is A plus 12, the first number will also be A plus 12. Now, one more information given to us. One more information which is right there. Which is right there in the beginning that 4 numbers, first 3 are in GP. So, this is a geometric progression. This is a geometric progression. So, A square is equals to A plus 12 and A plus 6. Geometric progression, first 3 numbers. Okay. GP. So, A square is equals to A square plus 18A plus 72. So, 18A is equals to minus 72. So, A is coming out as minus 4. Yes or no? A is coming out as minus 4. Okay. Everybody understanding it? A is minus 4. The moment your A is minus 4, what does that mean? Then the 2 other numbers are, okay, so we are talking about A and A plus 6. These 2 numbers are we looking for. So minus 4, and minus 4 plus 6 is 2. So minus 4 comma 2, option B is absolutely correct. Yes, Shrihaya? Absolutely. Are we up for the next question? Okay, this is the next question. This is the next question, but I think this is not visible. Let me just write what is written over here for you. The number, this is BITSAT 2022. BITSAT 2022. The number of different 7-digit numbers that can be written using only the 3 digits 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2 and 3 are the digits and we need to make a 7-digit number, okay? With the condition that the digit 2 occurs twice in each number. So that digit 2 occurs twice in each number. Twice in each number, okay? So digit 2 will occur twice in each number, okay? All right, so 2, I think 7-digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I need to select 2 places out of 7 for digit number 2 because I want 2 exactly twice as per the question. 2 should be written exactly twice. So 7C2, out of 7 places, I have selected 2 places. 7C2. Now I have how many numbers left? Now 2 I cannot write 2 anywhere else because it will occur thrice. That's not the condition. 2 should only occur twice. Okay, ma'am. Now 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Okay. 1 and 3. So first position can be occupied either by 1 or by 3. So 2 places. So 2 options. 2 options. 2 options. 2 options. 2 options. Because 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So 2 power 5. So this is your answer, which is matching with option A. Yes? Okay. Shall we move on to the next problem? Yes. This is your next problem. If A and B are two independent events such that probability of A is half and the probability of B is 1/5, and they are talking about conditional probability. Now this is the ninja technique, okay? So suppose 2 events are given to you. Probability of A given that B has already occurred, and if A and B are independent now, then you can just cancel out this B. So probability of A given that B has already occurred is nothing but probability of A. So if A and B are independent, then probability of A given that B has already occurred should be equals to probability of A. So this is correct. Let me talk about this. Again, probability of A given that A union B has already occurred, okay? So this is probability of A, and given that A union B. So now we can apply the formula, okay? So this is probability, intersection will be there. So probability of A and intersection with probability of A union B. Correct? Probability of A and so intersection. Probability of A intersection A union B whole upon probability of A union B. Now let's try it out by Venn diagram, okay? First of all, the numerator. A intersection A union B. A intersection A union B. First of all, this is your A. And A union B is whole. So this is your A only. So this is probability of A upon probability of A union B. So probability of A is half. We are checking about option B, okay? Option B. This is your option. So half upon A union B, can anybody tell me? So A union B, we have a direct formula. probability of A union B is equals to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. In independent events, you know that, come on, intersection is nothing but multiplication, 1 by 10. So this is 10, then 5 plus 2 minus 1, 6 by 10, 3 by 5. 3 by 5, oops. Have I done anything wrong? Okay, so 3 by 5 is right here. Now this is 5 by 6. That means option B is also correct. So I don't have to check option number C, right? Because if A and B are correct, then all of these will be the option. Okay, so this is the question. Now the next question, moving on to the next problem. This is the next problem. Cardinality of A is 1000, cardinality of B is 500, and cardinality of A intersection B is greater than. So let me apply that formula now. A union B is equals to cardinality of A plus, remember that set theory, minus cardinality of A intersection B. Okay, now plug in the values. That's it. You are done. Union is P. This is 1000 plus 500 minus cardinality of A intersection B. We are going to use this thing over here, but first of all, separate it. So cardinality of A intersection B is 1500 minus P, which is greater than or equals to 1. So P will be less than or equals to 1500. P will be less than or equals to 1500. Okay, P. Now P is what? A union B. So definitely, so P is less than or equals to 15B. Okay. So P is less than or equals to 1500. What is P? A union B. Okay. Intersection. Now one more thing. Okay, I have got it. So this is, sorry, wrong. Let me just do it. One more thing. Can I say that intersection of A and B, what is intersection? Common elements. Now common elements of A and B cannot exceed 500. So this A intersection B will be less than or equals to 500. Can I write this? Because A intersection B is common elements. Common elements cannot be greater than the original set. Yes or no? So I can write this. So first of all, from here P will be less than or equals to 1499. And if I just start this inequality, so P will be greater than or equals to 1000 from this inequality. Yes or no? So greater than 1000 and less than 1499, I think option D is absolutely correct. Okay, everybody. Now the next question, which is actually a very good question from Binomial Theorem, asked in BITSAT 2023. Okay, BITSAT 2023. Let's do. So see, what are they saying? Sigma of I comma j is equals to 0, NCI and then NCJ. Okay. So, but I cannot be equals to j. So, understand what I am trying to do. I will put I is equals to 0. I will fix it. Put I is equals to 0. So, it is going to give you NC0. Okay, if I have put NC0, and the sigma will be what? Sigma NCJ, where j starts from 0 to n. But, here is a catch, ma'am. If I is 0, are you saying j is also 0? But you know what? I can't write. I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. And plus NC1 sigma j is equals to 0 to n NCJ. Can I write it this way? Now you'll be saying, ma'am, you are starting with j is equals to 0, so j will be 1. And I1, J1 together not possible, but you are still writing it? Yes, because I am going to subtract all the summation, all the elements where I and J are equal later on. Right now I am just keeping it as it is. Then NC2, sigma j is equals to 0 to n and NCJ, and so on. Finally, it will go all the way up to NCN, sigma j is equals to 0 to n, J. Yes, but you know what? In here, we just need to subtract all the elements where I and j are equal. So here I'll get extra NC0 multiplication. So I need to subtract NC0 square plus NC1 square, and last I need to subtract NCN square. Are you understanding my point? This is a very good question. Rock with Naveen is saying J 2026 crying in the corner. Why are you crying? Yesterday, so Diksha ma'am has taken a session for J 2026. Today I am going to take a session on J 2026. Every day in the evening, one session, dedicated session on J 2026 is happening. Why are you crying then? Just go and attend those lectures. Okay. Yes, this is a good question. Now, can you tell me sigma NCR? Don't you think this is 2 raised to power n? This is also 2 raised to power n. Or what you can do is you can just take these. See, this is j is equals to 0 to n. You can take it out now. Take this common. So this is sigma NCJ. I am taking it out. J is equals to 0 to n. And this is inside the bracket NC0 plus NC1 and all the way up to last NCN. Minus, what about this? Can anybody tell me? What is this? This is nothing but direct formula. This is a perfect series which we know. Square is not there. Here square. Okay. This is 2NCN. Subtraction of 2NCN. Now, one more thing. What about this? This is 2 raised to power n. Remember? NC0, NC1, NC2 and all the way up to NCN. Can I write 2 raised to power n? And what about this? Sigma NCJ. That means this is also NC0, NC1, NC2. This is also same thing. So 2 raised to power n minus 2NCN. This is your final answer. This is a very good question. I would say this is a tough question. Tough question. Okay, 2 raised to power 2n minus 2NCN. So this is option A. Next question, next question, next question. Now this I'm going to give you as a homework question, okay? This is a DIY question. Solution is already given to you. This is a question from vector and vector actually, directly from vector, okay? So this is a homework question. Now the next question from 3D geometry. Now this is a good question. And you know what? This is actually including a plane which is not in a syllabus of your NCRT. But you know what? This is a BITSAT examination. You may get surprises, especially the basic level question. So I want you all to do this question to understand it, because this is actually an easy question if you know the lines. Okay. Line passing through P and R. 371 is point P. 257 is point R. Okay, at Q. So line passing through P and R. So can you just write the equation of this line? Definitely. X minus 3, Y minus 7, Z minus 1 upon. Now the direction ratio. 3 minus 2, 1, 7 minus 5, 2, 1 minus 7 minus 6. This is the line. Okay. So now this line meets the plane at Q. So now listen to me carefully. Intersection point of line and plane. Intersection point of line and plane. If you are here to calculate this point of intersection, very easy. Just take this as lambda, calculate x, which is lambda plus 3, y, which is 2 lambda plus 7, and z is equals to minus 6 lambda plus 1. These are x, y and z, and now plug it over here. So 3 times lambda plus 3, then we have plus twice of 2 lambda plus 7, and plus 11 times minus 6 lambda plus 1 is equals to 9. Get the value of lambda from here and put it over here to get the value of q. Okay. Alright, so this is 3 lambda plus 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 minus 66 is minus 59. Okay, so minus 59 lambda, and here 9 plus 14 plus 11. So 14 plus 9 is 23, 23 plus 11, is it correct? So value of lambda can't we calculate? PQ is equals to. So I think no whole number. I was expecting a whole number, but the calculations are awful. Okay. So 9 plus 14. Now let's do it. 9 plus 14 is 23. 23 plus 11 is 34. So plus 34 is equals to 9. So minus 59 lambda is equals to, now this is minus 25. So lambda is nothing but 25 by 59. Okay. This is your lambda. Okay. Now what do we want? This is your P. This is your P and this is your Q. This is your Q. So PQ is what this question is demanding. So 3. So this is lambda square. X1 minus X2. Then 7 and this. So plus 4 lambda square plus 36 lambda square. So this is 41 lambda, mod lambda. So 41 into mod lambda will be what? Square root 41. So this is 25 by 59. So root 41 into 25 by 59. So option D, I think it's absolutely correct. Okay, yes. So although the question was very complicated, not in terms of concept, but in terms of calculation, but you know what? I was like, oh, this question is gone. Now it will take me a lot of time. But I was very smart. I was like, okay, why should I do this? Why should I put the value of lambda and calculate the whole x by taking LCM, whole y by taking LCM? No, that's not the way. Let's do one thing now. This is your Q. This is your P, and I saw that this is your 3, 7 and 1. This is going to get cancelled out. So now this looks very easy. Yes or no? When will series start? Series is already going on now, Rock with Naveen. We are revising all the class 11th chapters already. Hai na? Okay. See, if you are going to skip class 11th chapters and when we are going to teach you class 12th, then you will be like, ma'am, we are not getting it. We are not understanding it. So why are you doing this? Why do you guys do that every year? 20-25 students also did this. And then after a while, they were coming, ma'am, we are not done with basics. You are teaching advanced level. But when I am teaching basics, you want to do advanced level. When I am teaching advanced level, you tell me to teach basics. So where will the teachers go? Tell me. Okay. Now the next question on your screen, if A, B, C. If A, B, C are non-zero real numbers and if the system of equations are having non-trivial solution. Non-trivial solution. Non-trivial solution. Everybody. What is the condition of non-trivial solution? The determinant becomes 0, especially for homogeneous. So now a minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Then we have minus 1, then b minus 1, minus 1. Okay. Then c minus 1, c minus 1. I think minus 1 I'm not able to, like, I'm not liking minus 1. Can we do one thing? Because anyway the right hand side is 0 now. Can we just multiply everything with a negative sign? So this is plus, 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 and this will become 1 minus a, 1 minus b, 1 minus c. So 1 minus a, 1 minus b, 1 minus c. I think this looks much better. Huh? So now what I'm going to do is I am going to change these two. Okay. So C2 goes to C2 goes to C2 minus C3. Can I do that? So that this is 1 minus A, this is your 0, this is 1. C2 minus C3, so this is minus 1. And this is minus C, this is 1, 1 minus C, and 1, 1. This is determinant is equals to 0. Okay, now one more thing, I want this to be 0. So rho 1 I will change, rho 1 goes to rho 1 minus. So now rho 1 goes to rho 1 minus rho 2. So that this will become 0. So now it will be having 1 minus A. Sorry, rho 1 is getting changed now. So 1 minus A minus 1. So minus A, 0 and 0. Correct. Absolutely right. Then 1 minus B, let us keep it same. Okay. Plus C you are saying? Plus C, why? Why plus C? See, C2 minus C3 is, okay, plus C. Yes, 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 plus C. Thank you, thank you. Rock with Naveen. You are rocking BITSAT as well. Okay. Now just expand it. So this is minus A. This is going to become B into C minus 1 minus C, and that's it, equals to 0. So minus A, have I done anything wrong? What did I do? C2 goes to C2 minus C3. So this is your C2. C2 minus C3. So this is minus B, this is 0. And C2 minus C3 is going to give you minus plus C. Rest everything is same. Now we are going to get minus 1, 0 and 0. 1 minus B, 1, 1, C, 1 minus C. Correct? Now minus A. So minus, so B into C minus 1 and then minus C is equals to 0. Okay. So now let me just multiply it. So BC minus B, and then this is nothing but minus C, 0. So this is ABC, this is AB, this is AC. Have I done any mistake? Ma'am, plus B is missing. Ajit Sai is saying plus B is missing. Yeah, I think something is missing from A minus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Okay. Then 1, 1, 1 minus B, then 1, 1, 1 minus C. Okay. The second step is C2. C2 I am going to change. Okay. So rest everything will be same. That's it. C2 goes to C2 minus C3. So 1 minus 1, 0, minus B, and this minus this is plus C. That's it. Okay. Now what we are doing is rho 1 changes to rho 1 minus rho 2. Okay. Rho 1 minus rho 2. So 0 minus minus B, I think this B is also missing, na? Oops. 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 So I think we don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. Okay. What we are going to do is we are going to open it right away. Let's do it right away. Okay. No need to do this. I'm going to open it right away. So 1 minus A, correct? This is B, BC minus B. Plus, now this 1. This is C plus B. Now if you multiply it, so you're going to get BC plus B. And we are having minus BC minus B, right? BC minus B minus ABC, then we having plus AB plus C plus B. Okay, last wala, let me check. This is C plus B. Absolutely correct. This is 0. So AB, BC. B and B cancel. This should be AC. This should be AC. There should be AC involved over here. Again, am I doing anything wrong? C2 goes to C2 minus C3, just one operation. And this C plus B. Okay. So I think I have done some mistake. AB plus BC plus AC. It should be AC. AC is nothing but ABC. Okay. So ABC option A is absolutely correct. Okay. So let's check this question later because yeah, we are doing the same mistake again and again. Okay. Yes. For a random variable x, expected mean is 3 and E of x square is 11. The variable of x is, the variable of x, the variable of x, okay. Sorry, this is not variable. They are talking about variance. The variance of x. Okay, there is a mistake. Variance of x. So sigma square is equals to, you know the formula, very easy. Okay. So mean of square is minus square of mean. So 11 minus 9 is your sigma square, which is nothing but 2, everybody. Yes. Okay. Correct. Now the next question. Okay. The next question is from mathematical reasoning, which was asked in BITSAT 2021. But again, it is deleted from JEE Main syllabus, but is it deleted from BITSAT syllabus? That we need to check, okay? Which of the following is always true? So option A, if I check, you know what, I know that De Morgan's law, negation of P and Q is nothing but, negation of P and Q is nothing but negation P or negation Q. So there should be a negation sign, then only it will be correct, otherwise it is wrong. Then P implication Q is not P implication not Q, this is correct. Then negation of P implication negation Q, I think B option is correct. I don't need to check the further options, okay? Yes, because this is a clear-cut direct meaning. You should remember this. This is a direct result. Okay. P implication Q can also be written down as another thing. Okay. All right. Yes. So now the next question is this. ABC. ABC. ABC are in arithmetic progression. Can I write B is equals to A plus C by 2? Can I write this if they are in arithmetic progression? Now, sin A plus sin C. So 2 sin A plus C by 2 cos A minus C by 2. Remember this result from trigonometry? Cos A plus cos C will be 2 cos A plus C by 2 cos A minus C by 2. Now, cancel it out. Cos A minus C by 2, cos A minus C by 2 is getting cancelled. 2 getting cancelled. Sin by cos is tan A plus C by 2 is B. So, option D is absolutely correct. Everybody, nahi Ajit Sai, why C? It's D, right? It's D. Do not make such mistakes. Okay. Now one question from inverse trigonometry. Let's see. Cot inverse root cos alpha minus tan inverse root cos alpha is x. Okay, so cot inverse root cos alpha minus tan inverse root cos alpha is x. Then sin x is equal to, now understand, cot inverse, let me assume this as t and this as t, okay, for the time being. So cot inverse t minus tan inverse t is equals to x. Now we know that cot inverse can be written down as pi by 2 minus tan inverse. And there is minus tan inverse already written is equals to x. So pi by 2 minus x upon 2 is nothing but tan inverse t. So I have shifted 2 tan inverse t on the right hand side. Pi by 2 minus x will be here. So this is your tan inverse t. Now t is equals to tan of pi by 4 minus x by 2. Can I write it this way? T is equals to, now t can be actually written down as root cos alpha. So root cos alpha is nothing but tan of pi by 4 minus x by 2. Okay. Now this is 1 minus tan pi by 4 minus something, so 1 minus tan x by 2 whole upon 1 plus tan x by 2, and this is root cos alpha. Now if we square the first question solution, only half in the video, what are you saying? Okay, so from here can I write cos alpha is nothing but cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square, and this is cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square. So a square plus b square minus 2b. So cos alpha, I can calculate the value of cos alpha from here. A square plus b square. So cos square plus sin square is 1 minus 2 sin alpha. So this is 1 minus sin x and this is 1 plus sin x. Everybody? Yes? What are we looking for, by the way? Now by componendo and dividendo I can do that. Yes? Or you can do the cross multiplication also. So 1 minus cos alpha upon 1 plus cos alpha is nothing but sin x. They are looking for sin x value. 1 minus cos alpha, can anybody tell me? This is 2 sin square alpha by 2 upon 2 cos square alpha by 2. So this is tan square alpha. Sin x is nothing but tan square alpha by 2. Yes? Sin x is nothing but tan square alpha by 2. Yes, Dheeraj, this is a live class. Definitely this is a live class. What do you think? This is not a live class. Acha, one more question from trigonometry is very good question. Wherein A, B, C are angles of a triangle, tan A by 2, tan B by 2 is given and they are asking about tan C by 2. Now in the chat box, can anybody tell me what is the relation between tan A by 2, tan B by 2, tan C by 2 if the angles are the angles of a triangle? If the angles are angles of a triangle. No, nobody is giving answer. What has happened to you? Are you J 2025 aspirants? Were you J 2025 aspirants? Have you not watched my one-shot videos? Tan A by 2, tan B by 2 plus tan B by 2, tan C by 2. Rock with Naveen. If you are here in this video, then please learn. 5 days back, I have taken a session on trigonometry for 2026 aspirant. I have told you this in that. Tan C by 2, tan A by 2 is nothing but 1. This is the thing. 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 into x plus x into 1 by 3 is equals to 1. So clearly this is 2 by 9 plus, if you take x common, this is 2 by 3. So this is x is 1. X is nothing but 7 by 9. Option A. Okay. Next question ready? Next question? Yes. This is the question. On continuity and differentiability. Easy question, everybody. Yes. First of all, the function is differentiable at x equals to 1. So f of 1 plus is equals to f of 1 minus. F of 1 plus. So 1 plus a plus b is equals to a plus 1. Okay, a plus 1 cancel. That means b is coming out as 0. This is gone. Now differentiability you need to check. Here we are checking continuity. And that too at x is equals to 1. Now differentiability let's check. So let's differentiate 2ax plus 1 is 0. So 2ax plus a. Now put x is equals to 1. 2a is equals to 2a plus a. So a is also 0. Huh? How can this be possible? 2ax, and this is actually not 2ax. This is 2x. 2x plus a. Now put x is equals to 1. So this is going to give you 2a. So a is nothing but 2. So from here 2, 0, option C. Okay. Shall we move on to the logical reasoning question? By the way, I have given more questions in this file that is going to be shared with you. So mathematics, we have done enough practice of mathematics, right? I think we should do some logical reasoning questions as well. Okay, everybody, logical reasoning, because that is also an important thing. Mathematics, I have taken so many sessions already, right? So are we up for logical reasoning now? Are we ready to change our brain or mindset for logical reasoning? Okay. Okay, yes. So the very first question over here is, it is a logical reasoning, but it is logical reasoning plus English. Okay, ma'am, when will be physics? After logical reasoning, you'll be having physics plus English. Okay. Yes, Lakshya, I do remember you. Why not? Why not? Okay, so bat is related to mammal. Now you should be having some knowledge of amphibians, mammals, and so on. Okay. In the same way, spiders is related to. So spider is not a reptile. Come on. It is not at all an amphibian also. It is not a vertebrate also. It is arthropoda. Okay. Arthropoda. Just Google it. You will know it. Okay. Arthropoda. Next. Are we up for it? Yes. In a row of 40 children. Now this question I am leaving. This question was done yesterday. Okay. Done in yesterday's session. So you do it and let me know your answer in the comment section, because I'm not gonna do it again. So this question. Yes. 4 options have been given, out of which 3 are alike in some manner and 1 is different. Okay. So okay. So let me give you a hint. So we need to just odd one out. Delhi, Pondicherry, Chandigarh, Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Chalo. So try answering it. Also, I can give you a hint. So Diksha ma'am is living in that state, in that city. Okay, not state, in that city. The final answer is Diksha ma'am's place. Full syllabus kiska bacha? What are you talking about? Full syllabus for which exam are you talking about? So Chandigarh is the answer. Why Chandigarh is the answer? Diksha ma'am stays in this particular capital, and Chandigarh is the only city which is the capital of Punjab and Haryana both. While Delhi is not a capital of two states, Puducherry is not a capital of two, Jammu and Kashmir is not capital of two states. Okay, but Chandigarh specifically, you Google it, Chandigarh is capital of Haryana and Punjab both. Okay, this is what is different in Chandigarh. Okay, yes, Gamer is saying Union BITSAT session 2. Genuine guides, we have done complete revision of the whole syllabus multiple times because the syllabus of BITSAT and JEE Main is same. So you can refer to that video, because you know what, there is no point in keep repeating the same video. What we can additionally give you is practice question. See, so we have done JEE Main combine, what do we say? JEE Main complete revision multiple times, physics, chemistry and mathematics. Previous year also, this year also. You will at least find 3-4 videos of revision. Okay, so you can just check it out. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following figure series. Okay, so I can see that this is getting rotated. So this will get rotated like this. So this is like this, this rotated here. Now this rotated here. Now this rotated here. So this you should rotate. So this will be ऐसा, and if I just draw this, it will be like this. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is also wrong, this is right. Option A is correct. A, everybody. Yes, if you can do these questions now, which we are doing it, okay, along with test series, okay. So one student is asking, are these questions enough? See, what is enough? Nothing is enough for an examination. Nothing is enough. If you ask some teacher that is this enough, especially for competitive, if it is a board exam, then it's a different game. But if it's a competitive exam, the more you practice, the more you will get ahead in a competitive exam, okay? And I will highly recommend that right now is the time of giving mock test as much as possible. So we are running 10 mock tests are there in this test series, BITSAT test series, 10 mock tests. Today is 22 May. 22 May, correct? 22 May. And you are having your BITSAT 26th May onwards. You still have 3-4 days remaining. So just click on it, and I feel that you should give, and the coupon code is also applied. Can you see that 449, okay? In 450 rupees, you are getting this mock. So just take this mock and start solving 2 mocks per day apart from all the sessions which are given by us. Okay? So do that and thank me later. Okay? So this is it. Let's move on to the question now. Okay? So Shikha is mother-in-law of Ekta. You know what? What is mother-in-law? Shikha is mother-in-law of Ekta, who is sister-in-law of Ankit. So Shikha is mother-in-law. That means Ekta got married. So this is Ekta. Ekta got married. Ekta got married to son of Shikha. Okay, Ekta got married to son of Shikha. Okay, now Pankaj is father of Sanjay. who is sister-in-law of Ankit? Now, Ekta is sister-in-law of Ankit. Sister-in-law of Ankit means that, so in-law, that means Ankit will be son of Shikha. And Ankit's brother must be husband of Ekta. So, Ankit's brother. Who is Ankit's brother? So, Pankaj is father of Sanjay, the only brother of Ankit. That means Sanjay and Ekta are husband-wife. Husband-wife, okay? And Sanjay is actually brother of Ankit. Brother. And their parents are Shikha and Pankaj. These are also married. These are husband and wife couple whose son is Ankit and Sanjay. Okay, and Sanjay is married to Ekta. In that case, Ekta and Shikha will have mother-in-law relation. Now, what are they saying? How is Shikha related to Ankit? So, Shikha is actually mother of Ankit, na? So, option D, easy question. Easy? Yes. We have decoded it. Okay. Now, this question, these type of question where they ask who is oldest among all. See, here option elimination will work. Definitely, certainly. P, Q, R, S, T, where T is older than P. So, T is older than P. We are looking for oldest. So, definitely P cannot be the oldest. Yes or no? P cannot be the oldest. P cannot be the oldest. Okay. Q is younger than T. That means Q definitely, Q is younger, so Q cannot be tallest. So, Q is also option elimination gone. S is older than R. S is actually a competitor. S can be the option. Let me move ahead. And P is older than S. P is older than S. So, definitely now S will be younger. So, this is also incorrect. The only option remaining is T. Okay. This is how you need to do these type of questions. Everybody getting it? Yes. Easy questions, right? You don't have to like solve each and everything, I feel. Okay. Now, conclusion type question. These are again very easy questions. 80% of the team. 80% of the team consists of spinners. Okay, sorry. We are just reading conclusion. First, we need to read statement. In one-day cricket match, the total runs made by a team were 200. In a one-day cricket match, the total runs made by a team were 200. Okay. Out of these 160 runs made by spinners. So 80% of team consists of spinners. That doesn't matter. Like it doesn't, I don't think so. Conclusion 1 is true. Because they are saying there could be more spinners also, no? But they are saying 160 runs were made by spinners. There could be more, although, see, number of runs is 80%. Number of spinners are not 80%. Number of runs, if they have to tell, then yes, 160 is nothing but 80% of overall run. That I agree. But number of spinners, they have not given anything. The opening batsmen were spinners, that is the bullshit. I just don't think so. 1 and 2, neither 1 and 2, both should not follow. C. Okay. Now the next question on your screen, my dear students, this. Okay. In the following question, 5 figures are given. Okay. Out of them, find 3 figures that can be joined to form a square. So, A, B, D, first option. Option by option, we'll just arrange all the figures. Okay. A, B, and D. A, B, and D. Come on. This edge will not overlap on anything. So, A option is clearly wrong. B, C, D. Now, B, C, D. So, again, B, C, D, this edge, if at all, it will overlap. But what about this one? This will never overlap. This is also wrong. A, C, E. Now, A, C, E. Okay. A, which is this. C and E. If I join C and E, now, then it will become a rectangle. And this rectangle, yes, this is the right answer. So, this is a rectangle over here. And this rectangle is actually like this. Can you see? This figure is this C figure, and this E figure, I am just rotating it, and this is your ACE. AC is correct. Okay. All right. ACE is the correct one. Now this question, sometimes the questions are also like meaningless in BITSAT, so you have to sometimes do not apply too much of your brain. So see, look at this question. So these are 2 dots, here are 4 dots. So dots are getting doubled. 3 dots, so here it will be 6 dots. So number of dots you need to count, not the position. So only D option is correct. D option. Yes. Okay, now mirror image type of question. We also did these type of question in yesterday's class. So this is a figure and there is a mirror. Okay, mirror is placed on the right hand side of this. So obviously there will be a white dot right next to it. So white dot will be on the left hand side. So this can be correct, this is wrong, this is also wrong, between A and D. Okay, now what is the difference between A and D? Let's do this thing. So I think this angle shape which is mentioned over here, it is on the left side and it is on the right hand side. So here if I just draw the mirror image, the angle will be right here, so on the left side. So this is also wrong. So option A is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Yes. Now series based questions also. Have a look. Series based question. So complete the series by replacing question mark. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Only option B is correct. That's it. Okay. All right. Now a couple of logical reasoning questions are homework to you, just like that. Okay. So that will be shared with you while I'll share the PDF. So there are more questions in this PDF. Although we have done a good number of questions in this session, more questions are given to you for your practice. Okay. Solutions are also marked. Answer key is also given to you in this PDF. Solutions are also given to you for your reference purpose. So do not get affected by it. Okay. Yes, that ma'am, only questions are given, no solution. No solution and options are also done. Okay. Now I think we are done with BITSAT mathematics and logical reasoning. Now you need to, okay, I need to talk to Shreya sir. He'll be taking. Okay. All right. Yes. So I'm going to see you super soon in another exams, just like NEST. Okay, because you were requesting about NEST exam. So we are going to take more session on NEST as well. And also if you're looking for any other exam, then also you should let me know, not in chat box, no, in the comment section. Then only it will get noticed. And if others also feel that, okay ma'am, this session has to happen, so just like that comment that yes ma'am we need it, yes ma'am we need it. Okay. Yes. Now Shreyas sir is coming and Ninja ma'am is signing off.
Hey, my dear students, let me know quickly if I'm audible and visible to all of you in the chat box. And this is your Captain Shreya, starting off with physics, also some logical reasoning and English questions. I hope I'm audible, my dear warriors. Hi, Lavya, Sri. Hello, hello. Am I audible now? Just check. Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Am I audible now, everyone? I don't know why suddenly it gave up. Very weird. Sometimes it acts, my computer. Yeah. All right, perfect. So, my dear students, this is your Captain Shreyas, your physics master teacher, and time for starting physics, logical reasoning, and English. Lot of questions in this top 200 BITSAT mock test. And remember, there are other exams too, like NEST and all of that. So, if you want those sessions to be conducted, just like Ninja Ma'am said, comment below, not just in the live chat, and like those comments so that we can conduct your mock questions and expected questions, PYQs, etc. for the next exam. All right. And having said that, I hope your BITSAT exam, IIT exam, everything goes on smoothly and you get your dream college very, very soon, guys. I know it's been a tiring exam season right from January, March, February, March, April, May. I mean, good 5 months of just exam, exam, exam. And you guys also get tired and fatigued because of this exam season. Studying is one thing, but just giving exams is just going to cause a lot of mental strain. Don't give up. You're almost there. Just a few more days and you are done. Okay? After that, just enjoy, enjoy, and enjoy. All right. Hi, Sai, Rishi, Ved, Lavya, Abhinav, Karthik, Genuine Bhai, Abhinav, Ajit. Good, good, good afternoon. Yes, Gayatri, welcome. So, time to start off with some English questions. I thought I will start with English first. Okay, then I will go to logic and then I will go to first we'll start with logic, then we'll go to English and then we'll go to physics. All right. So let's begin, my dear students. Here comes the first question. Find the odd one out. Find the odd one out. Logical reasoning. 396, 462, 572, 427, 671, 264. It's increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, nothing like that. Okay. Are they squares, cubes? Nothing. All right. But I just saw one interesting thing over here. Okay. Look at this. 396, 3 and 6. If you add them together, what do you get? You get the number 9. 4 and 2. Add them together. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 and 2. Add them together. You are getting 7. Right? This you are not getting. 6 and 1. You add them together. You are getting 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4, you are getting basically 6. So you add the last two digits, you are getting the middle digit. Only the number 427 is the odd man out because 7 plus 4 is 11, which is not definitely adding up. Is that right, everyone? With me on this? Perfect, perfect. Let's go to the next question then. Okay, here we go. Next question on your screen. Find the next in the series QARRASSATTAU. QARRASSATTAU. One thing is very clear that this alphabet A is common everywhere. So 100% A should be there in between. 100% A should be there in between. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. What will come? V. R to S, S to T, T to U, U to V. Okay. Then do you see one zigzag pattern? R is going here, S is going over here, T is going over here. So U will go over here. So I think it will be UAV. Zigzag pattern is common and incrementing to the next alphabet in the third one. So UAV should be the answer. It should not U. I think it is V. It is a printing mistake, I think. It is UAV. So A should be the right answer. Yes, it is not UAU. It is UAV. Is that clear, everyone? Very good. Excellent. Karthi Reddy. Hi, Sai. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Perfecto. Let's go, guys, to the next question. I want everybody to answer and spam in the chat box. These are all very interesting questions. They will refresh your brain and you have to do these questions in seconds in the BITSAT exam because you don't have much time. I have already made a strategy video on that, on how much time you get per question depending on your safe score. and what are the safe scores for different branches and bits. Find the missing number from the given response. Think about it. "93, 27, 63, 79, 38, 37, 67, 16, 42. Some kind of addition, multiplication, division might work between these numbers. Just think what it could be. Okay, just see. That's all. You just have to figure out which kind of pattern is being followed over here. That's all. Just think. 27 and 63 together will not even give you 93. Oh, the difference is 3. Oh, that is what it is. I think maybe, or 38 and 37. Yes, that's 35. Sorry, 75, and difference is 4 with 79. Okay, see this, guys. 93, and if you have 27 plus 63, the difference of them is basically that number 4. That number 3 over here. Can you see that? Everyone, same thing over here. I think if you have 79 and you subtract it with 37 plus 38, 37 plus 38, the difference is basically 4. So guys, over here, think about it. 67 minus 16 plus 42. What should you get as the answer? Come on, my dear students. Come on, my dear students. 16 plus 42. Yep, 58. And this is 67 minus that. So the answer should be 9, which is the D option. Perfectly correct. Yes, very good, Ved. Excellent. You just have to figure out what kind of pattern, what kind of logic is there, commonness is there in all three. It goes without a saying that you have to try different things in your mind instantly as much as possible. But this was much simpler because I was seeing a very big number and two decently sized numbers and a very small number. So most likely when you take the addition of these two mid-sized numbers and the difference with the very big number, the difference will be remaining over here. Sometimes it could be the square of the number. You don't know. Sometimes it could be just Pythagorean triplets. Anything like that can happen. 5#6 some coded language is used. Then what is 23#14? Come on, my dear students. This is also very interesting. Coded language. 5, 6, 121, 10, 8, 324. Isn't 121 a perfect square? And 121 is 11 square. And 11 is basically 5 plus 6. Those are the digits. Oh, that's what it is, because 324 is nothing but 18 square, and 18 is nothing but 10 plus 8 the whole square. So now you go reverse. It is nothing but 23 plus 14. 23 plus 14 the whole square, guys. Come on, 23 plus 14. That is nothing but how much? 37 square. What is 37 square? You don't have to do much. 7 square is 49, so it should end with 9. So C and D goes. So it should end with 9. But anyways, you have to do the multiplication and see which one does it come out to be. Just see, is it 1369? 1369. Yes, it is 1369. Option A. Perfecto. Very good. Very good, Ved. Gopika, Karthik, Sri. Awesomeness. Perfecto, my dear students. Lovely, 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 lovely. Shall we go ahead to the next question on your screen? Here it comes. In a certain language of code, safer is written as this, right is written as this. How would feds be written as? Okay. SAFER and RIDE. So S is written as 5, this is at, this is 3, this is hash, this is 2, right is written as 2, this is copyright, this is percentage, and this is hash. So E is basically hash. You can see R is basically the number 2, and we are interested what is feds going to be written down as. FEDS. So as you can see, E is over here only. E is over here. So E will be basically hash. D is over here. So it should be percentage. S, we do not know that yet. Oh no, it is there. S is 5. S is 5, so it is basically 5. And F is nothing but 3 over here, so it should be this. So 3 hash percentage 5. 3 hash percentage 5. That is the option C, I believe. Yes, perfectly fine. Yes. See, in the exam hall, it should happen within 20-30 seconds. It's not that this question is difficult. You can say, sir, I solved it in 2 minutes. The point is not to solve it in 2 minutes, to solve it in 20-30 seconds. Maximum 1 minute, okay? Don't waste more than 1 minute. Moving on. A into B means something, this into this, something, 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 coded language is there. And you are basically south, north, east, west, like that. So P percent Q plus R minus S. So always go from, left side to the right side, whether it is relationship, direction. Usually these signs meaning something and some operations, you will come in relationships, directions, or multiplication or something like that. And always start from the left hand side. So P percent Q. So what is percentage? What is that percentage? Look at it. A percent B means A is to the east of B. So P is to the east of Q. So P is to the east of Q. P is to the east side of Q. That is what it means. Next, what is it? Plus R. So where is plus over here? A plus B means A is to the north of B. So A plus B means A is, this thing is to the north of B, north of R. So this is basically to the north of R. Okay, perfect. So Q is to the north of R. Done. Then next, R minus S. R minus S. So minus, where is minus? A minus B, that is what it is. So A minus B means A is to the west of B. So R is to the west of S. R is to the west of S. Okay. So S is in which direction with respect to Q? S is in which direction with respect to Q? S is towards the southeast. Can you see that, guys? S is towards basically the southeast. Yes, this is the south, that is the east. So it is in the southeast direction, which is B option. Perfectly fine. Everyone. So always take it by part. First these two, then this two, then this two. You will immediately get the answer. Clear? Everybody with me on this? Shall we go ahead to the next question coming up on your screen? Here it comes. Group the given figures into 3 classes, each using figure only once. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 5, 9. See, basically, each ordered pair over here is following some pattern. So you have to think which is the perfect way in which you can group these figures. That means if, for example, 1, 9, and 7. So 1, 9, and 7, do they have some similarity? And then the next numbers 2, 8, and 5, they are similar to each other. 3, 4, and 6, are they similar to each other? So that is what you should look for. That is what you should look for. Is there some kind of similarity between them? Some pattern, some logic, some operation, something. Cross, V, this, 3, this, that. Are you removing something? No, I think it is this. Check this out. This has 2 lines. This also has 2 lines. This also has 2 lines. This has 1, 2, 3. This has 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, and 4 lines. Oh, the grouping is already done. So 1, 2, 3 have 2 lines. So 1, 2, 3 have 2 lines. 4, 5, 6 have 3 lines. 7, 8, 9 have 4 lines. So that's it. Option A is the right answer. No, it is not C, it is option A. Got it? How did we do it? So you have to see some common trend between them, some kind of common pattern between them. So as you can see, the number of lines involved was the pattern. It is not C, 1, 5, and 9. I mean, you can say, okay, sir, this was there. Now this line is there. Now what? This line suddenly got shifted. Then what about 3, 6, 2? 3, 6, and 2. There is no common thing between 3, 6, and 2. Between 4, 7, and 8, 4, 7 and 8, there is nothing common, guys. I mean, you cannot say anything is common, okay? I cannot say at least anything common. Choose the figure which is different, odd man out, some kind of bulb type of figure, plus an arrow mark, plus an arrow mark, plus an arrow mark, plus an arrow mark, plus an arrow mark. Either it is the orientation. See this diagram, if you tilt it slightly, I think you are getting this diagram. You are still getting this diagram if you are having 8. This over here, this is also over here. Interesting, guys. Okay. Okay. Now I can see that the shaded part is here, here, here. Okay, even here, wherever the shaded part is there. See, sometimes what will happen in this question? You will think, sir, the shaded part is on the bigger side, smaller side, smaller side, smaller side. So, sir, both of them are odd man out. But we can't have both the answers. So that is not the pattern that you should be looking for. That is definitely not the pattern. Getting my point? It is not where the shaded part is. So is it about plus and arrow mark, plus arrow mark? This is also plus arrow mark, plus arrow mark? No. But I think, look at that. The plus and the arrow mark are wherever the shaded part is. Wherever the shaded part is. Except for this, wherever the shaded part is there, the arrow mark and that plus is not there near it. So this is the odd man out. So it should be 4. D option, perfectly correct. Did you get it? It is far away from it. Everywhere else, it was wherever that shaded part is. That was the logic. Sir, ask ma'am to teach Peach, Sham, what to teach Shar, Peach. Sam, what do you want ma'am to teach? Ma'am is also teaching everything, 2026, 2025. Everything we are teaching is what more you want. Okay. What is the water image below of the below figure? That means this figure, water image. What is the meaning of water image? Reflection. Water image means nothing but the reflection. So like imagine this is the object. Imagine the water is over here. So how will that reflection look like? How will that reflection look like? Oh my God, once again. First, obviously, array, what is this? First, obviously, it will be a circle. Okay. If the bulge was here, then that bulge will reflect like this. Oh my God, 1 second. That bulge will reflect like this here. If this was down, that will come like this. And yeah, everybody with me? Okay. And this will be that shaded part, something like that. I think that is how it should be. Yeah. So pure reflection, just take this and flip it. Just take this and flip it like that. This is what you will get. That bulge which was on the top will go down. This cave over here will go on the top and this will be here. That's right. So I think this is C diagram. That is C diagram. Yes, perfect. C option is the right answer. Okay. Thank you, Sam. Love you too. Moving on, shall we to the next question then? Okay. Here we go. Choose the box which is similar to the box formed from the given sheet of paper. So you are folding this and you have to get one of these. Some of them are only correct. So which are correct? So if you fold this, I feel, if you fold this, think about it. Let's say I call this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If you fold it, I think you can definitely get this for sure, because what will happen then, this 4, 5 and 3, 4, 5 and 3. So 4 can come here, or even 6 can go on the top. Let's say this 4 can be here, this 5 can be here, that number 3 can be below that number 6. So this is possible. So definitely 1 is possible. I can see that. But what about this shaded part? So just try to visualize that. If you fold these 3, what will happen? That number 3 will be on the top. The number 3 will be on the top. Okay, number 3 will be on the top. 2 and 1 will be over here. 2 and 1, 2 and 1 will be over here. Yes, 2 and 1 will be adjacent to each other. 2 will go like this, 1 will fold like this. So what will happen? 1 means 1 between 1 and 2, there is this vertex which is common, and I think it will look something like this, and when you fold that, I think it will look like this. This is what it should look like approximately. So check this out, guys. Definitely not 2, definitely not 2, 100% it is not 2, it is not together, their bases will not be together. This also not correct, like one guy's base is near the vertex, so this is also not correct. What about this? Yes, sounds like fine. You can see like a blank triangle or their vertices touching each other, so this is definitely possible. This is definitely possible. So it is 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is option A. Yes, perfect. You just have to visualize how it can be folded to get any of these. See, think like this, no? If you are getting confused, this base is there, this base is there. Okay. So when you fold them, this particular vertex which is there, that should be common and their bases can't touch here. How is this going to be possible? Because here both the bases are touching. The base of the shaded triangles are touching. Here, one base is here, one base is here, and then that, what about that pink point? I mean, like this, definitely not possible. This is only possible over here, as you can see, where this is over here and this is over here. This is the only possible diagram. Got it now, everyone? How this works? Pakka? Shall we go ahead? Next question on your screen. Choose the diagram which would most closely resemble the unfolded form from the given one. Okay. Yes. Everyone, come on, spam the answer. Don't keep on chatting with each other. You can say hi, hello later on. What is the use? If you don't meet each other in IIT, BITS, IISER, IISc, Triple IT, NIT, then what is the point? No point saying hi, hello. They will all be virtual. You will never get to meet. You want to make best friends, you want to make amazing friends. That will only happen in college, and all those people who study well are going to go to best colleges, will earn more, have great personalities, they will go do many nice things. So my dear students, make sure that you are focusing on the session and answering the session's questions. You fold it here, you fold it here. Now it is like this. So when you open it up, do exactly reverse, guys. So that dot which was here will still remain here, and this will come here also, and this dot is still there over here. When you open it up further, then this dot will go over here also, because that is how it will be. You are folding it to be like this, something like that. So I think it should be like this. So which is option 3, which is C. C option is the right answer. Yeah, this dot will come here, this dot will go here. So 2 dots here, 2 dots here. This is the only logical diagram which will make sense. Yes, yeah, it is option 3. Definitely perfect. So moving on to the next question on your screen. Select a suitable diagram from the 4 alternatives that would complete the figure. Some kind of operations would be there. It could be diagonal, it could be horizontal, vertical, it would be something like this, or this plus this is this minus this is this. Any kind of operation can happen. You need to figure that out. Mostly it is horizontal or vertical, I feel. Let's see. This to this we can't get. Secant curves. Oh, it's very weird. But see, guys, most likely it is this. I got the idea from here, not this diagram. See, if you take both these diagrams, the only thing which is common between them is this. Nothing else is common. Straight line is not there. That's it. So only thing which is common is this. Over here, this part is here, here, and so is the circle. And so is that circle which is common. So this is the common column. So 1 and 2 columns, whatever is common is mentioned in this one. So here and here, what is basically common? Come on, guys. There is only one thing which is common, nothing. Dot. That's it. Nothing is common. So it should be 3, I believe. Yeah, it should be 3. Nothing is common. Option C. Yes, very good. Excellent. Common point. Yes, Abhinav, very good. Very nice, very nice. Perfecto. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is homework. So take a screenshot of this, solve it, and put the answer in the comments after the session is over. Okay? Have you taken a screenshot? I'm just moving aside. I'll not show you the answer. The answer will be there in the PDF. You can download it later on. Next question is also homework. Just try to take a screenshot of this quickly. Quickly take a screenshot, guys. Yep. Done. Dusted. Perfect. Okay. Any other question as homework? Yeah, this is the last question as homework. Answers will be there in the PDF. You'll have to download it later on. Okay. The link will come up later on. We'll also post it by evening. Okay. So meanwhile, you can keep solving it. Okay. So let's go to English questions coming up on your screen. After that, physics will start. Right? Ready for it? Perfect. Out of the 4 alternatives, choose the one which expresses the correct meaning of the word sagacious. Sage. What does a sage? What is a common trait of a sage? He's very wise. Yes, he gives a lot of inspiration. He has a lot of wisdom. Is he shameless? Is he powerless? Is he foolish? No. That word only is so positive. Sage, and it's like more like the adjective form, or it's trying to describe it. So 100% it should be wise. It is not the opposite, it is the synonym of it. Making sense? Guys, spam the answer in the chat box. Whatever you feel, spam it. It's okay. Even if you're wrong, we will learn. How can it be powerless? Sagacious is basically having wisdom. You are wise. Yes. He's sagacious means he's very wise. Out of the alternatives, choose which is the correct meaning. Remedial. Remedy means you are curing it. So something which basically is proficient means you are very expert in it. Damaging, optional, no. You are correcting it. You are correcting it. You are finding a remedy. You are finding a cure for it. Yeah, everyone? Option A should be the right answer. I am waiting for your answers. You are taking time, guys. Fat. You should give the answers. Yes, very good. Answer is A. Spam it, Abhinav. Yes. Moving on. It was an ignominious defeat for the team. What is the best meaning of that underlined word? It was an ignominious defeat for the team. Shameful, admirable, unaccountable, worthy. See, if it was this is defeat, okay, not defect. It will mean something else then. Okay, so if you are getting defeated, obviously it will be something not which is positive. It can't be positive. It is not worthy or admirable. It is unaccountable or shameful. It was an ignominious. It was an ignominious defeat. Means what? It was an ignominious defeat. Yes, it was not accounted for. It was not shameful. It means it is not accounted for. Unaccountable. Unaccountable. Yes, perfecto. Okay, cool. IIT Guwahati में CSE या BITS CSE? Obviously IIT Guwahati CSE, man. That is not even a question. How can you, are you saying triple IT Guwahati? If you are saying triple IT Guwahati, then it is BITS CSE, 100%. But I'm guessing it is BITS Pilani or BITS Goa. Okay. But you can also check the fees and how far it is from your hometown and all those things if it matters. Otherwise, if it doesn't matter, the fees and everything, then go for BITS Pilani or Goa. But if it is BITS Hyderabad, I would say go to triple IT. Triple IT has a better tag. Okay. Shall go ahead. In each of the following question, choose the one which can be substituted for the given words or the sentence. The sentence is as follows. A person who believes that pleasure is the chief good. That means he believes if I have pleasure in life, then I have everything. Okay. Stoic, hedonist, epicure, or sensual. No, it is not sensual. It is not hedonist. It is not stoic. It is definitely epicure. Epicure means, somebody who gets lot of fun and he feels happy, gets pleasure. He feels that pleasure is, the ultimate thing. It's not sensual. Sometimes people think being sensuous means I feel that I love pleasure. No, that is not what pleasure is. Or a person who believes that pleasure is the best thing to have in life. Okay, cool. Shall we go ahead? Epicure. Epicure is that person who feels pleasure is the best thing. There is a grammatical error in this statement. So where is the error? The statement is here. We discussed about the problem so thoroughly on the eve of the examination that I found it very easy to work it out. If this has a problem, mark A. If this has a problem, mark B. If this has a problem, mark C. If none of them have an error, say no error. Okay. Where do you think the error lies in this statement? Grammatical mistake is there. We discussed about the problem so thoroughly on the eve of the examination that I found it very easy to work it out. Do you think there is no error in it? I think there is an error. Definitely. We discussed about the problem. Sounds wrong. You never say we discussed about the problem. We discussed the problem. Okay. So that's a completely wrong statement. Option A. We discuss the problem because the verb discuss typically takes the direct object of the thing being discussed, not about followed by the object. Okay. Tell me about him. What's about him? So it's not needed for this particular verb. The verb discuss can be directly followed by the object. So this is that object. You have discussed that directly. You do not discuss about the problem. You discuss the problem directly. Okay. Great. Next, very similar thing. There is one grammatical error in the statement. See where that error is. I could not put up in a hotel because the boarding and lodging charges were exorbitant. If there is no error, mark D. I could not put up in a hotel because the boarding and lodging charges were exorbitant. Exorbitant means it was crazily highly priced. Come on, my dear students, what is it? Is it worth to take branches like MSc Bio in BITS Pilani and later change the branch? Yes. Slug, I feel it is worth it because there is also an option for minor degree in BITS which you can do. Plus, BITS has a higher tag as compared to many other even tier 2 colleges. And the crowd is awesome. Alumni is awesome. So definitely it is worth taking that. But the problem is MSc. If you're sure that you will be able to do a minors, great. Or if you are sure that you can change the branch, then go for it. Else you think you will not be able to manage so many things, then better to take BTech only, because MSc is mainly for research and not other things. Okay. I'm teaching in Sigma batch, my dear. Yeah, my lectures are there, on and off, you can see along with the other teacher as told before, K-edits. So the answer for this is I could not put up in a hotel, because you never say I could not put up in a hotel. I could not be put up at a hotel, not in a hotel, at a hotel is the right word. Yes, option A. How many of you said it? Yes, option A. Very good. If you said option A, perfect, perfect, perfect. Moving on to the next. Oh, it's a reading comprehension. And so let's read it. Please take a screenshot. You might need it for the next couple of questions. At this stage of civilization, when too many nations are brought in too close and vital contact for good and evil, it is essential as never before that their gross ignorance of one another should be diminished, that they should begin to understand a little one another's historical experience and resulting mentality. It is the fault of the English to expect the people of other countries to react as they do to political and international situations. Our genuine goodwill and good intentions are often brought to nothing because we expect other people to be like us. This would be corrected if we knew the history, not necessarily in detail, but in broad outlines of the social and political conditions which have given to each nation in the present character. Very simple passage, very easy to understand. So let's directly go to it. According to author, the mentality of a nation is mainly the product of what? The mentality of a nation, history, international position, politics, or present character. The mentality of the nation. Yes, when many nations are brought close, the vital contact for good nations is essentially the gross ignorance of should be diminished because of the mentality. It is the historical experience. See this historical experience resulting mentality. The mentality comes because of the historical experience. So I think the answer will be history. How many of you got this? Yep, check this out. Because the persons, the people do not care about the history. That's the reason why, that mentality comes out. It is an upbringing of not knowing or not aware of the history. The need for greater understanding between nations was always there, is no longer there, is more today than ever before, will always be there. According to this passage, the need is what? Check this out. It is there in the passage somewhere. Okay, so this would be corrected if you knew history and not necessarily. Okay, at this stage of civilizations, for the good, it is essential as never before. This phrase is telling it, as never before. At this stage of civilization, that means you need it more than ever. So it is more than today than ever before. You need it now. It is very essential now. Earlier also there was a need, but now it has become even more evident because of this words used in this passage. Not what is the reality or what you feel it is. It is everything based on the passage. Don't put your personal biases in answering these kind of questions. If you put your personal biases, then you will go wrong. Next one on your screen. The character of a nation is the result of its mentality, cultural heritage, gross ignorance, socio-political conditions. The character of a nation, the character of a nation, character of a nation. If you knew the history, essentially under social media, I've given to the each. See, I can see the present character of a nation. The nation's present character is because of social and political conditions. I can see that right over here. So I think it should be, what do you say, socio-political conditions, which is D option. Yes, perfect, perfect. Social political conditions. Everything is there in the passage. You just have to figure it out properly. Okay, let's move to the next one. According to the author, his countrymen should read the story, have a better understanding of other nations, not react to other actions, have vital contacts with other nations. This is very obvious. They should have understanding of other nations, I believe, because I think it is there in the passage somewhere. Goodwill intentions, this should be corrected if you knew history, not necessarily in detail, but everywhere he's telling that you should know about others' history and all of that, because there is a lot of ignorance of other nation. Okay, you do not understand their history. The people do not treat others uh, properly. Okay, our genuine goodwill, good intentions are often brought to nothing because we expect people to be like us. This would be corrected if you knew. This would be corrected if you knew the history, right? So basically, they should definitely have a better understanding of other nations. So which is B option 100%. Okay, he's not asking you to read history or anything like that. All right. So this is your homework question. Please fill it up. Okay, I want you to fill this up. Okay, as homework, please take a screenshot of this quickly, everyone, because after this we are going to start off with physics. I think there is one more question. This is your second question for homework from English. Answers will be there in the PDF. PDF will be shared by evening. Okay, take a screenshot. Done, dusted. Shall we go ahead? All right. Here comes physics. Ready for it. Put some heart, guys. I know you guys have been staying for long from 10 o'clock. Started off with chemistry, then maths, and now English, logical reasoning, also taken by Namrata ma'am and me, and now physics. Ready for it? Some awesome physics questions coming up on your screen. Yeah, guys, tomorrow I'm planning to take one unique BITSAT session, which nobody has done. Just English questions, but only synonyms and antonyms, and like hundreds of them. And we'll do it quick, rapid fire, not very slow. Tuck, 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 tuck. Synonyms will revise as many as possible. Do you want to do that with me tomorrow? Let's do that, everyone. Just antonyms, synonyms, and the meanings of the phrases. Tuck, 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 tuck. We'll start doing it. Okay, full attendance I want tomorrow. Full attendance I want. Cool. Let's start. An ideal monoatomic gas is taken round the cycle ABCA PV diagram, the work done in the cycle. So it is a clockwise cycle. So the work done will be nothing but the area of that rectangle, which is base into height. So what is this base, guys? 2V and V. So base will be V, height 2P and P, height will be P. So that's it, guys. P into V should be the answer, which is option A. Which is option A. Is that right? Very simple. Just height into base is nothing but your work done. Is this absolutely clear, everyone? Shall we go ahead to the next one? All right. Okay. Slug, how is my English so good? No, my English is not very good. First of all, let me also tell you that it does not happen within a day or two, and partially there is I would say I can attribute it to the English channel. Because we have been consistently teaching in English, it happens. Second thing is that even when I'm in Bangalore, right, it so happens that Bangalore city, usually people talk in English. Now, even if you go to a hotel or restaurant, I have seen that people talk in English more often. Even the rickshaw drivers talk in English at times, even though their English might not be that great. Even a vendor, fruit vendor, they understand English, even the small kids here. So that is one thing which definitely affects how you speak. So if you are surrounded with friends who are talking in English, it automatically happens. As simple as that. You cannot just watch English movies or just English shows and your English becomes good, because you need to practice it somewhere, either at home or even with your friends, teachers, school, wherever. Okay, that's simple. All right, moving on to the next one. For a constant hydraulic stress of an object, the fractional change in the object's volume and its bulk modulus are related as. Bulk modulus and the change in volume, how are they related? For a constant hydraulic stress, we know bulk modulus is bulk stress upon bulk strain, and stress is constant, so strain is delta V by V. So guys, think about it now. Bulk modulus is inversely related to delta V by V. Bulk modulus is inversely related to delta V by V, or I can say it is V by delta V is bulk modulus. Just check this out. B is proportional to V by delta B, or I can also say 1 by B is proportional to delta V by V. I will just flip it, bring it in the denominator. So I can see option C is matching this. Very confusing question. Very confusing question, because all the options look very similar, but there is a small difference in all of them. Is that right? Okay, cool. Let's go guys to the next one. If the nth division of the main scale coincides with the n plus 1th division of the vernier scale, the least count is. Standard question. So n divisions of main scale is n plus 1 divisions of vernier scale. So the length of n divisions on the main scale, each division is 1 millimeter. Given that not 1 millimeter, it is a units, my bad. So it will be n multiplied by a units is the length of this. It will be n plus 1 into 1 division of vernier scale. So therefore, 1 division of vernier scale will be NA divided by n plus 1. But that is not the answer. The question is, what is the least count? Least count is nothing but modulus of 1 division of main scale minus 1 division of vernier scale. That is the formula. If you know it, it becomes easy. 1 division of main scale is nothing but A units. 1 division of vernier scale, we calculated it. It is NA divided by n plus 1. So subtract it, you will get the answer. So, I mean, this is smaller, so no need of putting mod now. So it is A into n plus 1 minus NA divided by n plus 1. This will be positive for sure, because this is smaller than this. So this will be nothing but an and an, that will cancel. So I'm just left with a divided by n plus 1. So that is the least count, a divided by n plus 1, which is option C. Very straightforward. Is this absolutely clear? Option C. Perfecto. Shall we go ahead to the next question coming up on your screen, guys? Here it is. There is a rod sliding perpendicular surfaces. When the rod subtends 30 degree, then end B has velocity of 3. What is the velocity of A at that particular time? Okay. So I think the diagram is not drawn, but I am guessing this is the diagram, guys. Like you have a surface here and like this, and this is that rod like this. This is that rod like this. Okay. The surfaces are OP and OQ. So this is OP and this is OQ. And there is a rod like this, A and B. So this is A, let's say, and let's say this is B. and rod subtends an angle with OQ. So maybe this is example 30 degrees. This diagram should have been drawn. Unfortunately, it did not get printed. So I'm just drawing the diagram. It's common sense that the diagram will look like this only. Now the velocity of B is given to you. Velocity of B is given to you. How much is it? It is basically 3 meters per second. So if the rod slides like this point will move here, this point will move down like this. This is the velocity of A. They have asked what is that A. There is a direct formula. This is a question on constrained motion. If you remember the formula, it will be very easy. It is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side, opposite velocity by adjacent velocity, which is VA by VB will be not tan theta, rather the opposite of tan theta, which is 1 by tan theta. This is the formula, guys. So usually opposite by adjacent is tan theta, right? But in this constrained motion problem, it comes out. That's how you remember the formula. That's how I teach the students also. Okay, opposite by adjacent is inverse of tan theta. So that's the easy way to remember it. So VA is unknown. VB is 3. Tan of 30 is nothing but 1 by root 3. So therefore, VA will be, this 3 goes on the top and root 3. So 3 root 3 should be the answer, I believe. But NB has a velocity 3. It is making an angle of 30 degrees with OQ. So yes, 3 root 3 should be the answer, guys. So I think something is definitely missing over here. Yep, something is definitely missing over here. Yeah, so other than that, everything is correct. That means one answer should have been 3 over here. Some 3 root 3 should have been there. Okay, fair enough. Yep, clear everyone. So that is the easier way of doing this particular problem. VA by VB is 1 by tan theta, and tan theta is tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So root 3 goes on the top. VB was 3, so 3 goes on the top. So 3 root 3 should be the correct answer. Is this absolutely clear? So options are not matching. Don't worry about it. We'll just remove these options for now. If you make a mistake, then you will get 1 by root 3 or root 3, which is not correct. Yep. Moving on, next one coming up on your screen. In the phasor diagram, the load represents which circuit? Voltage is there, current is there, this is 10, this is 36 degrees. So always these phasors move in the anti-clockwise direction. Here, voltage is leading, voltage leads the current. The voltage is leading the current. Where does this happen? Voltage is leading the current. Think about it, everyone. Hi, Dhamarkeshwar, welcome. Yeah. Okay. This happens only in one scenario, guys. If you remember, if the current is over here, example, we have drawn the phasor diagrams before this also. If the voltage across the inductor is much higher than the voltage across the capacitor, even if voltage across the resistor is there, the net voltage will be somewhere over here. And that's where it happens, though the voltage across the inductor should be higher than the voltage across the capacitor. So I think this will happen if XL is more than XC. Yes, XL is more than XC, then only this happens. Then it will be more inductive than capacitive. Okay, it should be more inductive than capacitive. Everyone clear? Yeah. All right, moving to the next question then. Ready for it? All right, here we come to the next question. A man is walking in a straight line with a speed. What is the speed with which he has to move in order to come back to its original position in 1.5 minutes? Okay, he has to come back to its original position in 1.5 minutes. Now 5 minutes, he is walking 45 meters per second. So with what speed he has to walk back? So he comes back to the original position in 1.5 minutes. Let's say we take the distance. Distance will be nothing but speed multiplied by time. So he moves the same distance front and the same distance behind. So therefore, V1 T1 should be V2 T2. Correct? V1 is nothing but 45 meters per second. Time 1 is basically 5 minutes. V2 I do not know. time to, I know, is nothing but 1.5 minutes. You don't have to convert anything because we can clearly see that minutes gets cancelled, guys. That's it. So that will make the problem little bit easy. So V2 will be basically 45 multiplied by 5 divided by 1.5. Now 15 goes with 45. How many times? 3 times. 3 times, right? But because of the decimal, it will be 30 times. So 30 into 5, guys, which is nothing but 150, but this will be meters per second. So 150 meters per second is the answer. Very laddu question, but you have to solve many questions in the examination. Keep that in mind. Moving on, next one. 4 charges are placed at the corners of the square and a charge minus q at the center. The system is in equilibrium. Find the charge negative q. Very standard question, but it will take a lot of time. So be careful when you select this question. When you start it, don't give it up. Okay. So if you see, there are 4 charges, capital Q, positively charged. So all these charges will repel each other. They will repel each other. If you take any one particular charge, for example, this one, what kind of forces will be there on it? Think about it. Due to this guy, a force here. Due to this guy, a force here. And due to this guy, a force here. What are those values of those forces? Simple. It will be KQ square divided by side length square. This will be also KQ square divided by side length square. Here, this distance, do not forget, if this is A, this will be A root 2. So this will be nothing but KQQ divided by A root 2 whole square. So all of this together will give you a net force. So the net repulsion will be in this direction. So this force will anyways be there, KQ square by A root 2 square, plus this angle and this angle both are 45 degrees. So you will take the cos component of this and this, so that, or forget that, even if you don't take the cos components, it's okay. This force and this force together will give you a net force here only. The resultant of these two will be nothing but KQ square by A square, okay, root 2. This is itself a resultant of two equal perpendicular forces. Do you understand this? A and A, resultant is root 2A. So this is A, this is root 2 times of A. A and A, root 2A. F and F, root 2F. KQ square by A square 2 times perpendicular to each other, resultant is this much. That will add with this guy separately. So that's why this is the net repulsion. Now similarly, there is a negative charge over here. I think minus Q. So that will cause some attraction on this guy. So there will be some attraction. So what is that attractive force? So F attraction will be KQ into Q divided by what is this distance? It will be A root 2 by 2 whole square. Is that right? The half of the entire diagonal. Now these two forces should be equal. Reason being, they are in equilibrium. So these two should be balanced. So hence KQ square, A root 2 square means A multiplied by 2, and plus here we have KQ square root 2 divided by A square is equal to this thing, which is KQQ divided by root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2 whole square will be 1 by root 2 square, so that 2 will go on the top. Lot of things will cancel out from here, like a square, q, and q, k and k will all cancel out, and from this you will get the value of small q, guys. Yes, you will get the value of small q from here. You can just put that 2 below. See what is it that you are getting, my dear students. Just take that 2 below here. It will become nothing but q divided by 2 into 2 is 4 plus q root 2 divided by 2. Q root 2 divided by 2. If you want to make it by 4, this will be 2 root 2. So I think this will be option number C, I believe. Yep, it is C option. Perfect. There you go. Okay. So little bit time consuming, but you can see that there are some questions which are very simple. So there you have to save time, and then you have to do the difficult questions in that longer time only. There is no other option. Okay. Moving on. Next one. There is a force. Some constants work done in displacing it. Work done by this particular variable force, it is variable force, will be by integration. So work done will be integral of force with respect to displacement with proper limits. So the force is nothing but A plus Bx, the whole thing into dx. Limits are 0 to, what is it, d, my bad, 0 to d. So it will be nothing but A integration of dx from 0 to d plus b is outside, integration of x dx from 0 to d. So this will be A multiplied by dx's integration is x, so d minus 0 obviously, and plus b multiplied by x square by 2, so this will be d square by 2 minus 0. Okay, so it will be nothing but A multiplied by d plus b times of d square divided by 2. A into d plus b d square by 2, which is option A. Definitely, you can see that right over here if you take d common. Yeah, if you take d common, it will be A plus b d by 2, and that d will be common outside. Is that right? Perfect. Option A. Cool, guys. Shall we go ahead to the next question on your screen? Ready? Okay, here we go. A proton has the same energy as a photon. The wavelength of the photon and the de Broglie wavelength of the proton's ratio is proportional to which power of the energy? This kind of question is standard. It is asked in JEE mains also many times. This can come in definitely NEET or sorry, your BITSAT. So how to solve this? See, if you talk about the photon, the energy is hf, which is also hc by lambda 2. The energy is the same, wavelength is lambda 2. Standard formula using Planck's formula. Next, for the proton, lambda 1 is h by p, and momentum is root of 2 times mass times energy. Okay. The question is lambda 2 by lambda 1, is it? So if you take lambda 2 by lambda 1, but before that, let me find lambda 2. So lambda 2 over here is hc by e. Okay, perfect. So let's divide that. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. Lambda 2 is hc by e. Lambda 1 is h by root 2 me. Okay, h cancels, so c will be as it is, e will go below, and that root of 2 me will be on the top. So this will become c root 2m into root of e divided by e, which is nothing but c root of 2m. What is the root of e by e? It is 1 by root e. What is that 1 by root e? So that is nothing but e, but to the power negative half. E to the power negative half. So e to the power negative half, which is the D option, is the right one. Yeah, plus half is also there. If you by mistake find lambda 1 by lambda 2, you will get e raised to plus half. So you will get negative marks. You are gone then. Okay, be careful. Everyone, B or D. See, it's not about B and D. You have to get it correctly. You cannot tell to the computer B or D. You figure out who is the question paper setter, you or the computer. Okay, so you have to solve it till the end. Don't be lazy. Most of the people at this point of time in May become very lazy because they are tired of writing exams. I'm telling you, don't give up. Just a few more days. Many people go through this. Please give your exams properly. Which of the following graphs show the correct relation between conductivity and temperature for a conductor? So for a conductor, as the temperature increases, the resistance decreases. Sorry, the resistance increases, my bad. And because of which the conductivity decreases. This is also because the relaxation time for it decreases, and I would say the number of collisions also increase. So it is more obstructive, it is difficult for the electrons to conduct. So conductivity will decrease as the temperature increases. There is only one graph like that, which is option C. Rest everywhere else, conduction is increasing or not changing at all. That shouldn't happen, it should decrease. So option number C is the right answer. How many of you got it? Yeah. Sir, is 200 plus good in mock test, Sumit? If your mock test is very difficult, then maybe, but 200 plus is not enough to get a bit seat. You need to be well above 250, 280. See, if you want computer science, 300 bare minimum. Okay, 300 bare minimum. And if you want, okay, some branch, but BTech only, then 260, 270 at least you should score. At 230, 240, you will get lower branches, but 200, very, very, very difficult. Okay, so push yourself to bare minimum 260, 270, so that you get some decent branch, mechanical, electrical, okay, something like that at least. Next one, two drops merge, become a big drop, ratio of the energy to the smaller drop. Ratio of the surface energy, U is surface tension into area, United States of America. So U1 by U2 will be, S is common, so it will be A1 by A2, but area of a drop is 4 pi R square, so R1 square by 4 pi R2 square. So it will be basically R1 by R2 whole square. I do not know what is R1 and what is R2. So for that, use this information that they are merging. Coalesce means they are merging. So their volume will be conserved. Volume will be conserved. So 4 by 3 pi R1 cube, like that, two drops, will be the final volume of that bigger drop, R2 cube. So 4 by 3 pi cancels. So 2 times of R1 cube is R2 cube. So R1 by R2 whole cube, R1 by R2 whole cube is 1 by 2. That's it. So R1 by R2. So R1 by R2 is 1 by 2 whole raised to 1 by 3. So therefore, this will just become, instead of R1 by R2, just put 1 by 2 whole raised to 1 by 3. And this thing is raised to 2. So this will become 1 by 2 raised to 2 by 3. That's what it is. 1 by 2 raised to 2 by 3, which is basically this answer. Okay, just check this out, everyone. Surface energy, this one, sorry, B option should be the right one. Everyone, check this out. Absolutely clear. 4 pi R square. Yep, perfect. Great, great, great. Excelente, excelente. Yes, B option is the right answer. B option is the right answer. Perfect. Yeah, by mistakenly they had marked A. That is not correct. It is B only. Moving on to the next one on your screen. There are two particles. Masses are given. Same charge, same plane, same field. Trajectories are shown. Whose mass velocities can you compare? I can immediately see one thing. This radius is small, RB, as compared to this radius. So RB is smaller than RA, and RA is MV by QB. So MV by Q into B, and this is again MB VB divided by QB. Charge is the same. That's it. So clearly over here, this charge and magnetic field gets cancelled. So MBVB is less than MAVA. MBVB is going to be less than, yes, this option. This option is the right answer, B option. Perfect. It is correct. B option. Radius formula. MV by QB is the standard formula for radius, isn't it? Directly you can get it. Perfect. Shall we go ahead to the next one? Coming up on your screen, here it is. CV by CP is 1 by gamma. Then in terms of degrees of freedom, N is given to be what? Come on, guys. So in terms of degrees of freedom, CP by CV, what is the, in terms of degrees of freedom is given to be what? Actually, Cp by Cv, which is gamma, is 1 plus 2 by degrees of freedom. This degrees of freedom only they are telling it is n. So 1 plus 2 by n will be the answer. 1 plus 2 by n will be the answer for gamma, but if they have asked 1 by gamma, then it will be different, then none of the options will match. So if it is 1 by gamma, okay, then it will be a reciprocal of this. So it will be 1 by 1 plus 2 by n, which will be nothing but n plus 2, and that n will go on the top, n by n plus 2. N by n plus 2, none of the options will match. I think they have asked what is gamma then. Then what? Then gamma will be how much? Then it should be B option, or else nothing will match. Okay? Is this absolutely clear? This is a standard formula. 1 plus 2 by degrees of freedom is the ratio of the specific heat capacities, adiabatic ratio, which is also called. Cool. Shall we go ahead to the next one coming up on your screen? Ready? The current in the circuit will be, oh, this battery is supplying current. Where will the current go? Think logically. This will go only in this particular branch. No current will go over here because this is going to be in a reverse bias. Reason, N connected to positive, P connected to negative. P should be connected to positive, N should be connected to negative. So now it is straightforward how much current will go. Current will be total voltage by total resistance. Voltage is only 5. Diode has no voltage or resistance across it. It is ideal. So only resistances are 30 and 20. So 5 by 50, which is 1 by 10th of an ampere, which is basically 0.1 ampere. 0.1 ampere is the answer. Very straightforward. Is that right, everyone? Very good. Moving on. The separation between plates of a capacitor is given. Electric voltage is asked if the field is given. Sometimes it looks scary, but then you realize immediately that actually it is straightforward. Electric field magnitude is nothing but the voltage difference by the separation between those voltages. Now the field is given to be 2000. The voltage difference is asked. Distance is 1 millimeter, means 10 to the power minus 3. So delta V will be 2000 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 3, which is basically 2 volt. These zeros and negative power will cancel. So the answer will be just 2 volt. The other options are also mentioned just in case you make a silly mistake. So lot of people will end up doing a silly mistake. So they are hoping people will do a silly mistake and give a wrong answer. Next, a T-shaped diagram is lying on a smooth floor. Force is applied so that the object only translates and does no rotation. Find the location of P. If any object does only translation and no rotation, then where you apply the force will be the center of mass. That is the concept. The location such that there is only translation and there is no rotation means it is the center of mass. So you basically find where is the center of mass and you apply a force on the center of mass, then it will not rotate, it will just translate. That's the logic behind it. So you have to find it with respect to this point. So let's take the origin as C. This is my y-axis, okay, and this is my x-axis. It's obvious that the x coordinate of the center of mass will be 0 because of symmetry. It should lie on the line of symmetry. Only problem is the y coordinate of the center of mass, which will be m1 y1 plus m2 y2 divided by m1 plus m2. That's all. Now this is having a length of L, this is 2L. So logically speaking, this guy's mass, if it is m, this guy's mass will be 2m. Second, this guy's mass will be here. This guy's center of mass will be concentrated here. This distance will be obviously L, and this distance obviously will be 2L. Why the masses are m and 2m? I hope you get it. Mass is directly proportional to the length. Mass is directly proportional to length. L 2L, m 2m. As simple as that. So what is m? 1, it is m. What is y1? The coordinate of the center of mass, which is 2L. What is second mass? It is basically 2m. Coordinate is just L. The whole thing divided by m plus 2m. That's it. So what will it be? 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4ml divided by 3m, mm cancel, so 4l divided by 3. So 4l divided by 3, which is D option. D option is the right. You just had to figure out where the center of mass is. So nice concept being asked over here. Okay. Okay, everyone with me on this? All right. Perfecto, 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 perfecto. Moving on to the next one. Transverse waves of the same frequency are generated in two steel wires. The diameter of A is a double of B and the tension in A is half that in B. Ratio of the wave velocities are in what ratio? Okay. Concentrate, Shraddha, Sai, welcome, Rohit, hello. Yes, come on. Focus on the class. This is not political session today. Please concentrate on the class. Okay. So, wave speed is the root of tension by mass per unit length. Is that right? Tension by mass per unit length, or whatever you say. Is that right? This is what it is. How many of you remember this formula? How many of you remember this formula? Yep, very good. So now tension is different, I think, and diameters are different. So for that, mass per unit length is also density into area of cross section. Now area of cross section is nothing but pi into diameter square by 4. So if you carefully observe this, root of 4 will be 2. So 2 comes outside and even d comes outside. Inside I have left with t by rho into pi. That's all. So velocity is directly proportional to root of tension and inversely proportional to diameter. That's the logic behind this. So therefore, speed 1 by speed 2 will be root of tension 1 by tension 2 and d2 by d1. So what is the ratio of the tensions? Tension in A is half that in B. In A it is half that in B. So this is 1 by 2. The diameter of A is double. This is double. So this is 2 by 1. So this is 1 by 2 root 2. So 1 by 2 root 2 is option C. That is perfectly fine. Okay. V1 by V2 is 1 by 2 root 2. Is this absolutely clear? Option C, everyone? Great. Rakshit, I have made a special video for that on that channel, MHTCT channel only I have made it. Okay, so please check it out. Low to medium scoring colleges, and also a separate video for very low scores in MHTCT also I have made a separate video. Which of the following represents electric potential from a non-conducting charge sphere of radius r? Non-conducting charge sphere, very crucial guys. Don't make silly mistakes here. Non-conducting charged sphere. That means here, 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 everywhere it is there. So when you are outside, the potential is K Q by R. So the graph should be like this. It can't be a straight line. It can't be a straight line. It has to be like this. It has to be like this. But when you are inside, the potential inside is given by crazy formula KQ 3R square minus R square divided by 2 R cube. That is what it is. So it is a parabolic equation because it is quadratic in nature. So parabola, it can't be a straight line for sure. So it is a parabola. So this is basically a parabola which is inverted. Why? Because there is negative square term. There is negative square term. So it is a inverted parabola. That's all. Whereas this one, you can see it is a hyperbola. It is a hyperbola because it is inversely related to R. Simple. So that is why D option is the right answer. Perfect. It is correct. If you know this formula, you can get it. If you don't know, you will be stuck. You will mark some stupid answer. Okay, cool. Shall we go ahead to the next one on your screen? Here it is. What is the equivalent resistance between X and Y? Looks like a wheatstone, and many people will actually treat it like a wheatstone and get a wrong answer. Be careful. It looks like a wheatstone, but there is an imposter among us. You know why? You know why? Maybe the diodes are not even conducting, and you can see why it may not conduct. Negative 12 is a lower voltage and negative 3 is a high voltage. That is the catch. So if the current flows from here, from Y, it will get distributed into two branches, but it will not flow in this branch at all, because this will be then in reverse bias. It will not flow opposite. Even the current can't flow here. This is also gone because this is in reverse bias. So technically the current can only go like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. So the current is just going in this particular branch of the circuit. Now it becomes a very laddu question. Then the resistance are all in series. So it is 8 plus 2 plus 6. 8 plus 2 is 10. So this will be 16 ohm. So 16 ohm is the right answer. Perfect. So these diodes have played a very important role. If this was high and this was low, then treat it like a Wheatstone's bridge. Got it? Because both will be forward biased. Next, this is a homework question. Take a note of it. Take a screenshot. Answer will be there in the solution slide PDF, which will be shared later on. Take a screenshot, guys, quickly. This is one homework question. Yeah, that's it. Answer is there on the next slide. So tell me you enjoyed it. Tell me you loved it. Tell me, yes, sir, we want more. Sir, we want for next also. And any kind of college counseling which is needed, please let me know. A lot of sessions are coming up on the channel. I don't know how many of you have seen this particular video which I have posted yesterday for counseling. Artificial intelligence versus computer science and data science. Everything looks fascinating, but don't get fooled. Everything is different. You might choose a wrong career looking at fancy terms. So be careful. Look at this video. Also, I have made a separate video for BITSAT last minute strategy. Check it out. I have also made an alternative degree video which you can take from IIT Madras. Even BITS Pilani is offering it. So if you want, you can do it online. Correspondence, check that video out. I've also made a video for your where is it? Expected cutoffs for JEE Advanced. Please check it out. Okay, check it out. And of course, the BITSAT test series link is there in the description box of this particular video. I know few days are there, but if you still feel, sir, I want more questions, please check this test series out. It's there for a minimal price of 449 rupees. 10 mock tests are there. Click on buy full course. Discount coupons, everything is applied automatically, and you can download it. At least give many mock tests, because you might miss out on many questions. You might just get lazy. You will keep searching. Better to have analysis. You need to have reports. You need to know where you're weak at, how much time you're taking. All that thing will be done by the software automatically. It's there over here. Link is there in the description box. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. See you very soon. Bye bye. Take care. And do not forget to like this video. You guys forget, reminding you, like this video. Okay. Bye bye.